Let's get to the bottom of it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. Back at you with another live stream. Let's get into it. This is Frank, ladies and gentlemen. Frank had a little issue in Tennessee. I talked to Frank earlier today. He wanted to explain what happened. Pretty sure most of y'all seen the upload that I put up on YouTube earlier and on Facebook. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Michigan Constitutional Crusader, Cajun Randy 214. What's going on? Frank Castle, ladies and gentlemen, from the video that I titled American Racists versus Tyrant Police. I know a lot of y'all had a little problem with that video. On both sides, there was some racial slurs being spewed. Also, there was a lot of over excessiveness going down. So Frank got with me, and he said he wanted to talk about it. He got something to say. So we're going to get into it. Check out some of these pictures that Frank sent me. That's the his frontal picture of his face of being beat, and his face was scraped on the asphalt. Get into another picture real quick. And I'm going to go over this with him as well so he could give us a better description of these pics. Some other pictures with some bruises on his back. Got another one coming up. Bruises on his arm and on his back of it. Looks like the back of his arm, like his elbow or maybe his leg. And I think I have one more to show. Another picture of his face from a different angle. And this was all done by the police that you seen in the video earlier. If you haven't seen it, the title was An American Racist versus Tyrant Police. I'm gonna bring Frank in. Frank, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Doing all right.
So this situation happened earlier this year. What was it, in March?
Yes, March 10th.
Right. March 10th. And you were basically riding down the road and you were pulled over by a female police officer, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And she says it was an issue with your plate.
Yeah, it was what she said, but I don't believe there was one.
Okay. Give me 1 second. So the situation about the marijuana being smelt in the car, was that true or not?
It was true.
Okay. And at that time, were our police officers able to come to the decision of probable cause if they smell marijuana in your car?
So I wasn't sure of that at the time because in New York, where I did live for 20 plus years at the time, it's actually not a problem anymore. And I know that they sold hemp and CBD and D8, which smells just like it. So I didn't figure it was a problem in that state either. And it felt like she was fishing me out. So I didn't want to just agree. I wanted to question it.
Right. Well, I do believe I do know that in New York they just passed the law that the smell of marijuana isn't enough reason for them to have probable cause in New York, and I think that was passed maybe about 2 months ago. Tennessee, I'm not sure, but I probably would lean to the side of that. If they do smell marijuana, that's enough of probable cause for them to search your car. But moving on, when she was trying to get you out the car, when she was telling you to step out the car, what was going on through your mind at that time? Or basically, what was the reason why you didn't want to get out the car?
Well, I was in a panic and more still processing what she was asking me to do. I have a traumatic brain injury from about 10 years ago. So I came out halfway out of the car, hit my head like 60 miles an hour, and was unconscious for 12 hours. And so because of that, takes me a little bit to like understand the what she's asking me, and at the same time I was trying to think, what can I do to stop it, because I know that that's what I can do in New York. So I was freaked out, more or less, just really just overwhelmed. I couldn't even tell you what I was thinking. More just didn't want to get out of the vehicle because I have a an injury to my brain stem. So I did not want to come out of the vehicle with just one officer, because if somebody touches my back, I actually like, and if it's a threat, at the same time, I'll black out and I won't be in control, and so it could have resulted in my death easily.
So we have somebody named by the name Tyrant Sneed. He was saying you was high, but you basically admitted to that because you did say it was true that she did smell marijuana, right?
Well, she smelt it in the car. I mean, I wouldn't admit that I was high, but definitely. I mean, I medicate with it. It's my medicine. I'm not going to deny that I need to use it and was using it. I mean, it's my constitutional right to anywhere at all. I have a prescription in one state. I don't see why in another state it should be barred from being used if somebody credentialed in another state says I can use it.
Okay. All right. So she got you out the car with help after I guess two more units arrived to help her to drag
Yeah, I
you.
mean, I'm not sure how many it was, if they were in the same car or not. I mean, I believe that they were in different cars, that they were from different agencies. But I told her I was going to come out when they got there, and I tried to speak to the one guy, but the third guy that come up, I wish there was more angles. We're working on getting more angles. The third guy that came up, he had his taser out of his holster immediately and had just no regard to analyze what was going on at all. And when he put it in my face, all I knew was, "I'll sue you. I'll sue you." And you could see I was kind of locked on. I was freaked out. I was locked it right in.
All right, we about to jump into this video real quick, but give us a basic rundown on what's going on legally at this time.
Well, I got the hearing on December 9th. All the officers have been subpoenaed, to include a lieutenant that tried to coerce me in the back room to agree that I could have done something differently. And I stood my ground and I said I could not have. There was not enough time. And so they slapped me with 9 charges, 2 felonies, and $10,000 worth of bond in order to get out. And I had to pay an attorney $12,000 for the charges they hit me with.
So you moving forward with a civil case, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. What part are you at with the criminal proceeding?
Right now, we're just doing the hearing. It's been put out about 3, 4 times now, 8 months, and just finally getting to the hearing and talking about everything there.
All right, I just put a little a comment up there. I just want to warn you. You see my little chat a little heated, and
Yeah,
of course you know it's about the racial slur that you made.
yeah.
We're going to
So
get into that, but I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm going to play a
okay.
little bit of the video, but you do have something to say about that, right?
I definitely do. I have something to say about me as a person, also what I thought at the time, probably, and what I thought about the word, really. So just I do want to apologize if I've offended.
All right, hold off on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you your time for that. I just want to let me drop this the link in the chat because I'm
Uh,
pretty sure some people may want to ask you some questions about that. Like I told you before, I'm gonna be a fair moderator. I appreciate you coming up to explain what's going on. So I'm not gonna have nobody dog you out. But at the same time, if people want to get down to the bottom of it, I'm going to give them the opportunity to do so. But we about to jump into this video. This is the video that I uploaded earlier. An American racist versus tyrant police.
Out here that smells like
Sir,
it's illegal.
This is your last opportunity to get out of the vehicle.
I have no interest in doing that. I don't understand what
I need you to step out of the vehicle now. Just north of Big B. I'm sorry?
There's no reason for this.
Okay, you're going to step out of the vehicle.
Please leave my door alone.
No, sir.
Wait until another
Step out of the
officer comes to
vehicle.
the car, please. I'd like.
That's fine. They're on their way. Do not
Please don't.
resist me.
Listen.
No, you listen.
I have a physical issue. I don't have any issues.
Well,
I handle it
please don't.
because I have a problem there. It's called a physical problem. That's not that. Wait for a minute. If you're
I don't care.
We can stay right here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Give me your other hand.
No.
Give me your other hand.
Don't hurt my arm.
Well, then stop resisting.
I'm resisting because you have no fucking right, bitch. That's why I'm resisting. I have every right to resist. Stop. I'm a citizen of the United States. You're supposed to protect and serve me, and you're not protecting or serving me.
It's part of it,
It
dude.
ain't part of it, cunt. Stop. No. You're a fucking goddamn cunt, and you're a fucking flying ball. Okay. Yes, all of you Fairmore police officers are fucking corrupt cartel woman scumbag. All right. And I ain't playing games with you, fucking nigger loving ass. Okay. Stop, Dave. Stop.
All right. For those that's in the chat right now, if y'all want to address this situation about the racial slur that was just made, put a 1. If y'all want to wait till later to talk about this, put a 2. I need y'all to hurry up and do that.
You have no fucking right, bitch. That's why I'm resisting. I have every right to resist. Stop. I'm a citizen of the United States. You're supposed to protect and serve me, and you're not protecting or serving me.
It's part of it,
It
dude.
ain't part of it, cunt. Stop. No. You're a fucking goddamn cunt, and you're a fucking flying ball. Okay. Yes, all of you Fairmore police officers are fucking corrupt cartel woman scumbag. All right. And I ain't playing games with you, fucking nigger loving ass. Okay. Stop, Dave.
Stop resisting.
Stop kicking me. Whoa.
Taser.
Oh! I'm just a picture.
All right, I'm going to let that intro go through real quick, but I got a few ones. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. I got 2 2s. So if somebody else could put more input in so we can continue this. If not, I'm going to continue with the video. So we got Laura Johnson and Wendell Curtis, Papillon. They going back and forth with each other about what was said. All right, so let me pause this real quick. Frank.
Yes, sir.
I have some questions for you. Are you a racist?
No, not at all. I'll tell you a story.
Wait, before
okay.
what? I got a program to run. I don't want to, I'm not trying to run off on digress, and I don't want you to digress. Let's just stay focused, stick with the program real quick. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak though. No, you ain't gonna have no problems with that. So you said no, you're not a racist.
That's correct. I'm absolutely not a racist. People are people. I love all people, man.
In any way, do you dislike black people?
Not at all.
Okay, my third question is, why did you say that to the female officer?
To me, that in that moment, I was blacked out, and I believe running through just swear words and really blacked out, like in a totally like fight or flight state of mind, freaking out, and so I'm just lighting it up.
Okay, you was going through rage.
That's right.
A situation going on. You felt like you was wrong. Female officer, you felt like you was being arrested unlawfully. But why that word though? I need you to dig deep for me. I know you don't know nothing about the Resistance channel. I just need to know why did you pick that word?
To me, in growing up, I think all I've ever really heard about that word was is unacceptable, really, and in the only other definition I've ever heard that was somewhat of a understanding of acceptability was of towards of a person of just ignorance. It didn't matter what the color was, and so I think in my heart, I didn't mean anything racist by it at all, due to that.
All right. Anything else you want to say on that matter? I'm gonna be honest with you. My take on it, when I seen it, I laughed at it. I thought it was funny. Anytime I see a white person call a black person or just say the word nigger, period, it's just funny to me because the word holds no weight no more. Like it was something that that's the reason why I titled it An American Racist, is because it's what I heard in the video. I don't know you from Adam. You came up here, you said what you said. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it was I don't think what you just told me was a good enough reason for you to say what you said. But I understand at the time. At the time, you were going through some things. You were scared. You were upset. I just don't understand. I mean, do you know these officers personally? Do they deal with niggers?
No, I don't. I don't believe honestly that you should entertain addressing yourself as that. Like I said, what
No,
I
I'm not.
believe,
I'm not entertaining. I'm not addressing myself as that. I'm just
or
repeating. I'm
anybody
just
like
repeating.
anybody of that. I think that the ignorant people is the definition that I would definitely stick with. I've never believed in that kind of thing. Honestly, I prayed with two black people that were really offended by a racist, and then when they opened their eyes, they were surprised it was a white person because I had just come up to them, started praying with them as well, and it was like they told me that, and I was like, wow.
Okay, well, I'm not going to beat on it too much. It's a dead horse to me. I got Stopping Justice in the back. She just popped in backstage. Let me bring her around. Stopping Justice, what's going on? How you doing?
Greetings.
You been tuning in
Hello.
on what's going on?
Yeah, I've heard everything.
Okay.
Heard everything.
Do you want to comment on anything right now, or you want to continue on with this video?
I would like to make a comment if that's all right with you and everybody else. What's
Sure.
up, everybody in the chat?
No problem. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay, well, what I wanted to say, I have in my life heard that the N word nigga is supposed to be deemed the definition is ignorant. And I get what he's saying. I've heard that before, but my thing is he's got to know because he doesn't look that young. That in this, as the police say, day and age, saying that would not mean that it's for the general public. I mean, you'd have to know that, correct?
That's
Uh,
true. Well,
I don't think I was thinking of anything at that moment, honestly, besides being really freaked out.
so I mean, he's saying basically, the trauma and everything that he was going through. A word just shot out. And that was the word that he chose to say, and he's saying that it really wasn't no meaning behind it. I mean, he said he had no relationship with any of these police officers, but eh, look, Frank, we not going to beat
Look,
on this. If you got some more to say, Stop Injustice, you can talk about it. But I mean, Frank, if you want to, I mean, I got 4 people in my audience, basically subscribers who they got problems with that. So you want if you continue to stay on the live, which I hope you do, you're going to see a lot of
Oh
comments.
yeah. So
If
just
you want to own up to it, bro, you got plenty of time to own up to it. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we do bad things, we do things that's not right. If you want to own up to it, you know what I mean. You want to think about it, whatever, do what you got to do while we playing this video. You got time to own up to it, but I will
yeah,
not.
I
I
was
will not
calling
keep
her
beating on it.
I was calling her a lover of ignorant people, saying like I knew my rights.
All right, well, we done
I
with
don't
it.
know.
We done with it. Stop Injustice, you got something to say?
I mean, I just don't get it. So it's how would you be a lover of somebody ignorant? So she's showing you love because she was saying you were ignorant. Are you calling yourself ignorant? Because you're saying a
I'm
lover.
saying, I'm saying she wishes I was, that she's used to beating on people that are and that I'm not, and that I'm not dealing with this. That I'm aware of their use on the public of force that shouldn't be used, and that they've run people into the ground because they're not aware, because they go to an attorney in town, and even if they pay for it, that attorney gets paid to put them under. Like, it's really corrupt there.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I mean,
I think she's
I
trying to say she don't understand the connection of you posing that statement to the police officer as
I,
you nigger lovers. Like,
I
what was
think
the connection with the black people and her, so to speak?
Well,
Because
I think that she's trying to understand that because maybe it offends her. So from my perspective of her perspective, I see her perspective that
I'm not offended
she,
because I mean, it don't bother me at this point in my life. But I've heard your definition before. Somebody said yes, it means that you're ignorant. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's necessarily a black person, and I get that. That's plausible. But the fact that you were angry, um, and you blurted it out, it just I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense with
I
your
got Laura
explanation. That's
Johnson.
all.
I got Laura Johnson from Facebook. She says you, which means what? It's a free country to say whatever we want, whether you or anyone else like it or not. Well, I don't know if that comment was directed to me or Stop Injustice, but we both said that that word doesn't phase us at all. All we was just trying to do was get to the bottom of it, which we're not going to spend too much time on. If people want to come up to speak their piece on it, I dropped the link. I'll drop it again, but we about to move on to this video. You got anything else to say, Frank, real quick?
no, that's it. I mean, really, just I got my battle buddy. He from the army. He's a person who is black, and he is a great person. He's one of my best friends, and I dated some black women as well, and I have no problem with any black people at all, or any person of any color. Any all people are people.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
Ty,
Well,
Ty, Tyrant Sneed, you can hit the link whenever you want. We about to get into this video. This is the case of Frank Castle. And what
yeah.
city is this again, bro? Can you say the city clearly?
It's Tazewell, Tennessee, in Claiborne County.
Tazewell, Tennessee, Claiborne County.
Try to get what fixed? Okay.
They did the wrong cable.
What's this one?
This registration.
Okay. Alright, do me a favor, unbuckle your seatbelt. Step out here with me for just a minute. I'm sorry? Well, as of right now, you got a Tennessee driver's license, New York documents. I'm going to look into. Right, okay. I'm just going to look into it, but I'm also getting a hint of some marijuana smell inside of your car. Okay? Okay, so I need you to step out back here with me for just a minute.
Real quick, was the marijuana ever recovered?
Yeah, they found a couple grams in my pocket. Like I had from that area, it wasn't really that good. They were like, "Oh, this is so good smelling." I'm like, man, they really don't even know what they're doing.
Okay.
It's against the law. You got the smell of it.
Yes, that gives me probable cause to think that there's illegal substance in your car. Okay, that also gives me probable cause to search your vehicle.
Illegal substance.
Okay, and that's fine, but I'm getting the hint of such. But go ahead and take your seatbelt off and step back here with me. That's fine. I've got a canine that's going to be in route as well.
I don't understand the board.
Okay, as of right now, that's fine, but I need you out of the vehicle. Okay? We can either do this the right way.
So at this point, is it safe to say, like at this time, you really weren't knowledgeable of Tennessee laws coming from New York so recently? So you
That's
kind of,
Yeah, that's correct.
all right, that's kind of what happened. And I mean, even still, doesn't in my opinion, it doesn't cause for the over excessiveness that we'll be seeing
Right.
shortly.
I have a 9-year.
Sir,
I have a
this
9
is your
year
last
license.
opportunity.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
26, 22, right?
I don't. You're giving opportunities to somebody. I know the law. I just smell like it. It's not your business. They got plenty of stuff out here that smells like
Sir,
it's legal.
this is your last opportunity to get out of the vehicle.
I have no interest in doing that. I don't understand what
I need you to step out of the vehicle now. Just north of Big B. I'm sorry?
There's no reason for this.
Okay, you're going to step out of the vehicle.
Please leave my door alone, man.
No, sir.
Wait until another
Step out of
officer
the
comes to
vehicle.
the car, please. I'd like.
That's fine. They're on their way, dude.
So I haven't reviewed Tennessee laws as far as traffic stops and when they could deem the right to ask you to step off the video. But I would assume that because she said she smelled weed, and that's been an age-long statement that they've made for years. If they smell weed, that's enough reason for them to get out, for you to get out the car, or anybody else that they say it so. And and I can understand you probably was nervous and everything, but you do know in the future that first of all, you need to check up on your laws, right? You need to check up whatever state you're in. You got to, research the laws. And like I said, I don't even know what's going on in Tennessee, but I will kind of have the idea that, because there's a smell of marijuana, she had the right to ask you to step out the car because you refuse.
Well, excuse me. They had the right to lie to you, right? They can lie to you. So
I'm listening,
that
but
doesn't
I'm
necessarily mean.
researching as well. Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I was just saying that don't necessarily mean that they can't lie to you. They lie. I mean, it might be. I mean, but do you live in Tennessee, Frank?
Nah, so I live in New York, and I just happened to move there for about a year. I was just there probably only like a couple, like I want to say about 8 months at that point or so.
Okay, so you were living there at the time this happened.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I wasn't driving around
All
much.
right.
I just got my car back on the road. So that was the first day I took my car back out on the road after being sitting when my alternator died. So I had to replace it.
Right. All right. I was just wondering, because I mean, if you live there, man, you got to know if you're gonna be smoking the weed, you got to know better. Come on, do better.
Yeah.
You know better now, though. I bet.
I have a physical issue. I don't have any.
You're right, man.
Don't do that. No, you stop.
I'm not doing
You
anything.
stop and
What
get
you're
out
doing-
of the
What you're
vehicle.
doing is wrong, and you're
I
forcing me out of the
requested you
But you
out of
know,
the
you have
vehicle.
no reason to get me out of the
Sir,
car.
if you don't have anything in this car, then you have nothing to
It's not
worry
your
about.
fucking business what I have in the car.
Do not.
No, it's not your business. I just did. It's not your fucking business what I have in this car.
That's fine.
What my business is I have a medical card in New
Either
York.
get out or I'm going to tase you now.
I have a
Get out of the car.
Listen.
Whatever your documents in New York does not validate in Tennessee. Get out of the car now.
And that's one thing. That's definitely true right there. The documents of whatever marijuana cards you have in New York does not, exist within Tennessee.
It's crazy. That's a crazy thing. I think it should change. Honestly, I don't think that's constitutionally legal. I mean, really, I have the right to medicate and the right to travel, and those should be protected together. They're in the same statement.
Well, that's another issue. You said you do have you received that from a doctor, right?
Yeah, I do. In New York.
Yeah, maybe somebody can clarify the situation. Frank, he has a medical card from New York. He receives his medical marijuana from a licensed doctor. But you were living in Tennessee at the time?
Yes.
You were a resident of Tennessee, of the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I just asked, John.
Get out of the car.
I'll take a lawsuit against you.
That's fine. Get out.
George, I'm recording actually.
That's fine. Go ahead. I need to see your hands no matter what.
I don't want to put
Get out of the car.
Please stop.
Get out of the car.
Please stop.
No,
You're
you
ruining
stop.
my day.
That's fine. You're ruining mine.
Well, that's
Okay?
good.
If you have a
You're ruining
physical
mine.
ailment, I do not want to hurt you further.
I really do.
So get out
Sheriff's Department police officer, so I gotta listen to the corrupt shit you're doing. Stop. I don't want to get out yet. I don't care. Wait for a man to get here and I'll handle it with him. I'll handle it with him because I have a problem there. It's called a physical problem. That's not that. Wait for a man to get here. I don't care. We can stand right here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Give me your other hand.
No.
Give me your other hand.
Don't hurt my arm.
Well, then stop resisting.
I'm resisting because you have no fucking.
Shout outs, Mad Cat. What's up, bro? Hey, what's the name of this female officer that's trying to arrest you?
McGeorge.
McGeorge. What's the rap you got on her? She has any complaints in on her recently?
I didn't get any information on it. The DA actually threatened me with harassment charges for wondering about it, and I told him that I was the victim and I had the right to see his Brady list, and he just told me not to call him again, and called my attorney and told me to not do it anymore.
Wow. Shout outs Wolfie Gladly. What up, bro?
Hey, bitch! That's why I'm resisting. I have every right to resist. Stop. I'm a citizen of the United States. You're supposed to protect and serve me, and you're not protecting or serving me. You're not doing either one of those. I don't care. You over about a tag, you smell marijuana, so you're manhandling me, bitch? It's part of it, dude. It ain't part of it, cunt. Stop. No! You're a fucking goddamn cunt, and you're a fucking flying ball. Okay. Yes, all of you Fairborn police officers are fucking corrupt cartel woman scumbag. Alright. And I ain't playing games with you fucking nigger loving ass. Okay. I'm not doing it. What are you on now? I'm not on anything, man. I'd like it if you would let me go.
Shout outs Grade Night 7777. He says the most they allow is hemp products with up to 0.9%. That's 0.9, so still very much still hemp. Shout outs Grade Night. Come on up, bro. I'm gonna drop the link.
Toy is livid.
There ain't no reason for you to be like that.
Then there's no reason for you to resist me.
There is a reason. I have like a double weed on me that I'd like to be able to smoke.
And okay, and we could have talked about that.
I
could have released you with a ticket.
I didn't want a ticket for anything.
It don't matter.
Time for that.
Right now you're resisting your ass.
I'm not arrested for anything, bitch. So get it right. Okay. I know my goddamn rights. You have no right to arrest me, so I'm not resisting the motherfucking thing. Okay. Use your fucking hand. Get your hand off of my wrist because you're hurting it.
Well, you need to stop pulling away from me.
Then let it out of the door frame before I have to strike you.
Philly Boy 420, what up, bro? I shouted you out. What's going on, my man?
Because it hurts. So you better not. Then fucking let it go and let me extend it out. You don't have control over it, but it's there. Thank you very much.
That's all you get.
You don't need to twist it down. That's all I get, huh? Let's see what you get in the fucking pond when they get their hands on you for being a fucking woman cop. Like,
why are you freaking out right now,
dude? You have no fucking right putting your hands on me. I'll goddamn sue you and every motherfucking person you proud to have your back. Promise you. Okay. You got no fucking right doing what you're doing. I ain't done shit, but have a fucking plate that was in the wrong spot.
I just want to say right here, I guess it's just safe to say at this point, it probably would have been, I don't know, stop injustice. If you disagree, let me know. But I think at this point, probably would have been good for him to get out the car. What you think?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the law says you should.
Right.
Pennsylvania v. Mills, I think it is. Just, I mean, you know, certain shit you got to comply with. A lot of it you don't. If you want to survive, you got to, and you see where it was going. But, I mean, I guess that's that privilege. I don't know nothing about that because that shit would have happened a long time ago for me.
Well, Frank, not to come down on you and try to, beat you up with this video, but I think this video is educational to show people what not to do when you're in a vehicle and, being confronted by police. So, like, hopefully you could take this as, information in the future and know what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you see the way her arm is on my neck right there? That's where I'm injured. So she's lighting me up. And so I like that's right there where it's causing me to I can't even come out of that state of mind.
All right, Black Man Up, I see you, bro. I'm about to bring you on.
Peace.
Fight or flight.
Black man, what's up, bro?
Yo, peace, Brody. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm chilling. Where you calling from?
I'm over here in Boston, 617, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
W. I like
I
what you was doing up here too, boy. You were the mother.
thank
But
you, bro.
nah,
Appreciate that.
I really had something to say to homeboy though, right? Because an angry tongue speaks the truth, no matter what. And then just like how homeboy said, I don't know if it was a dude or a female in the post on the Facebook joint, right? Yo, you didn't even name your disorder, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like all them excuses you was giving didn't even add up, my boy. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you in a rage, you're gonna say what's offending you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you did, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So all that chitter chatter, as my old head would say, all that chitter chatter really don't even matter, my dude. Because deep down inside, that's how you really feel about us colored people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I gotta say. You should have just obeyed. You knew you was dirty. You knew you was dirty. You should have just got up out the car. I got a few. Yo, that's what one of my peoples would have did. Like, yo, I got a little bit of bud, slapped you with a ticket, and you could would have been on your way. But you was nervous. You was scared. You was scared. That's what it really was. You was scared. You had
Hey,
other
hey,
things going on.
look.
What's
I
up,
mean,
Penny?
shit, I'd have been scared
Look,
too.
Now you got all
I'm saying,
you wanted to get out on that racial slur thing, right? You any more else you want to say about that? Because I want to ask you a question, not cutting you off. I just want to ask you
yeah,
a
go ahead.
question.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is your
Facts.
platform.
So,
Go ahead, family.
all right, what do you suggest for him in the future? I mean, you
I'm
know it wouldn't work out well for a black person. It
I'm
definitely
saying,
ain't work out well
we
with
would have
him.
had,
As far as
we
the
would have
state
had
of
better
mind,
sense.
as far as state of mind, as far as his everyday life. I mean, I told him, I said I'm gonna give him time to to own it. We're gonna be on here for a while. I understand we say shit that we don't mean to say. I say stuff all the time. I'm not faulting him, but in the
I'm
future,
faulting her.
what's your
I'm
suggestion?
faulting her because
I'm not faulting him. I'm not going to fault him because it's not
man,
going to stop
you
being
guilt,
said, bro. It's not going to
he
stop.
Hey,
guilt.
look, can I say something? Can I say something?
Let
It
it
was
been,
in the
let it
heat.
been, let it been. Oh, excuse me, Ma. I don't mean to cut you
All right.
off, but
You said he
let it
feel like
been,
how he
let it been,
feel. You
let it
said
have
he
been
feel how he feel.
5,500 black people storming that state house.
I got
Let
Wolfie
it been
Gladly
number
in the
black people.
backstage.
Come
Hold on, I
on,
got Wolfie Gladly backstage. I'm about to bring you in a minute, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. I hear you.
you know what I'm saying? Let have been some black people storming that state house. Everybody would have got massacred.
Hey, we
Everybody would
go.
have got
Wait a minute,
massacred.
I gotta stop you right there. We ain't. That's a whole different situation.
Can I
That's
ask my
not.
question real fast?
Yeah, go ahead. But I just want.
Can
I
I
don't
make
want
my
to take
statement real
it.
fast?
I don't want to
All
take
right,
it to the
guys.
state house. I just want to keep it on Frank in this video. So
Yeah,
as
he should
soon as
have just minded his
stopping
tongue.
justice, as soon as stopping
Can
justice
I?
finish with her situation,
Can you hear
she
me?
got to say. I want you to tell me what kind of suggestion you have for him. Go ahead, stopping justice.
Well, what I was gonna say is like, yeah, he could have been saying all that shit in rage, and just like, oh boy, I can't even see his name on here. What he just said was like, yeah, you say things in the heat of the moment, but when I got to, asking those questions, the responses, the responses was just twaddle, just absolute
Yeah.
twaddle, and that's what makes everybody feel like, nah, it's bullshit. I mean, because the explanations that you were giving, it didn't make sense. And when stuff don't make sense, but that's all I had to say. But
Nah,
Real quick,
even in the video, even when in the video when he was like, oh, you work with the cartel, this, that, and the third. How you know what they do? How you know what they
well,
do
they are a
unless you
cartel.
working with them?
That's
he was
on the
gonna get
news,
into.
man.
How do
He
you
gonna get
know what
into
they
that.
do unless you working
The
with
head,
them?
the head officer got arrested for cartel involvement the year before, and then that's the head officer of the county.
I don't know, man.
That
What you
sounds
what you
bullshit.
came what you came out your mouth was some old real Confederate flag, KKK type of time, B. Word of mother.
I got Wolfie
Word to
Gladly in
mother.
the building. What's
And
up,
I'm
bro?
quite sure that
Hey, what's up?
chill
I just
with,
want to
you know what I'm
I just
saying,
want to talk
people of
about
color.
Pennsylvania v. Mims for a second, right? Now, I saw that someone in here brought this up. The female participant in the chat brought this up. Pennsylvania v. Mims. Um, I've read Pennsylvania v. Mims, and they stapled Terry v. Ohio to it, which was unfortunate because when you read Pennsylvania v. Mims, um, they changed the cops that were included in the testimony in the Pennsylvania Supreme Court case of it, where Mims won on appeal. Changed their testimony when the state got so eager to take it to the Supreme Court level. They changed the testimony. And the testimony in Pennsylvania v. Mims and the Pennsylvania Supreme Court
Oh,
case happened, they said, we didn't notice any bulge around Mims' waist until we asked him to exit the car. Now, the guy exited the car because we all used to think these motherfuckers ran shit. You know what I'm saying? Until we saw that they don't, you know? But in the United States Supreme Court case, the testimony changed and they said they saw a bulge and that's why they asked him to step out of the car, which changed the whole thing. And if you read through the whole Pennsylvania v. Mims, all the way through from the Pennsylvania Supreme Court case until and through the United States Supreme Court case, you'll see that perjury happened and it was like blatant and it's on paper and it's not right, but that I think it was 1984. That's when they stole our rights.
So,
84,
so,
85.
so for law learning for dummies, how does that basically apply to when she made that comment towards this situation with Frank? Because he had marijuana on him.
Oh well, if they ask you to step out of the car, according to Pennsylvania v. Mims, you have to. It's according to Supreme Court of the United States. It's according to the people that cross dress and wear dresses, and impose law and shit. Um, you have to, and it's just a mere inconvenience for officer safety.
Right. And
Well,
that's
that's just
even
dumb.
is
How
that
you
even
say, but we'll
without
be
the smell?
outside. That's stupid.
Is that
It's a
even
lie.
without the
It's
smell of weed?
bullshit. It's based on it's based on a lie. It's based on perjury. Actually, it was passed on perjury. It's written on paper. You can go and look at the
Oh
two
yeah, case law.
testimonies.
I know how to
Nah,
read
Personally,
case
Baron's
law.
Line Taco Cat. What up, bro?
personally, I think what happened was a lot less safe for her,
Perfect sense
like
when needed.
and me, because of that in the first place, where she should have just took my shit and walked back to the car. All ever heard is, "Okay, sit tight." And then when I asked for more people, like I've never been told no.
nah, you should have asked for the supervisor. Fuck more people. What you mean more people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's more
supervisor's
unsafe.
more people in itself.
Supervisor.
Shit, you know.
Supervisor. That right there alone, like goes to say that you know what I'm saying, was on some old overtime, B.
We're
Word
doing
to
your
mother.
due
You was not.
diligence.
Yeah, man.
Right.
You don't even know your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So you was just free balling.
Let
You
me
know what I'm
mute
But
my
it's
saying?
how
mic
it
You
real
was
happened.
just
They
quick.
were
trying to
scared,
you was
I'm
bro.
gonna
just
mute
trying to,
my mics real quick.
technically.
We're gonna move on to the video.
Out right now, dude. No fucking right. Put your hands on me. I'll goddamn sue you and every motherfucking person you call to have your back. Promise you. Okay. You got no fucking right doing what you're doing. I ain't done shit but have a fucking plate that was in the wrong spot, bitch. I'd have gladly screwed it on. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I got shit to do.
No, I'm 26. I'm just north of Springdale, VP. I got one halfway in cuffs. He's still resisting.
I'm not resisting because you have no right to arrest me. You can't even detain me. I could have stepped out. It's not your fucking business.
I asked you to step
I'll
out.
step out over there for you.
Second time. You gonna step out now?
You take that fucking handcuff
No,
out of me.
sir.
I will step. I'm not gonna do any fucking thing. Just let me step over it.
No, you're not.
I already told you I have. I'm not fucking dealing with this shit. I did not do anything.
In my opinion, at this point, it's a little escalation on the driver's part. And when I say escalation, I don't mean violent. I don't mean, you was causing any type of injury or pain towards the officer. It's just at this point, she asked repeatedly to step out the car. And it's like a negotiation back and forth thing going on. And that's what they use to fuck people up. That's what they thrive on. I asked you 3 or 4 times to get the fuck out the car.
Exactly.
And he ain't got out. And now he want to go back and forth with me. I understand, Frank. Like, listen, man. And at one time, there's been times when I got apprehended and, resisted arrest and, just a shove of the arm or a bend of the elbow is enough for them to slam you straight to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And it don't just happen to black dudes, as we see.
No, you mouthing off.
My bad. You saying something, bro?
I say he was mouthing off, man.
I just want to say, when it comes to traffic stops, it's important for everyone to understand. These are the 2 basic things you need to know. If a cop asks everybody to get out of the car, everybody has to do it, right? If a cop asks for everybody's ID, only the driver has the ID. That's the only 2 things you really need to know about a traffic stop, pretty much.
Right.
Give me hands! Give me hands! Stop resisting and give us your hands!
Hey, yo, he got him yoked up. Oh, you lucky that pistol didn't go off.
Frank, explain to me. Let me back this up real quick.
Who said that? Why don't you teach us what you really feel like?
Yeah, I kept that up there. I kept that up there so you could see it. And I wanted you to see it so you can address it. And also, you have rights. You could come on up here too. And, if you want to go back and forth with him about how he feel about anything, and, respectfully, come on up. Come on up on the panel. So, Frank, how did that blood occur, Frank?
Got slammed on his nugget.
I got slammed. Well, so what happened is I was getting out of the car. I said, I'm getting out of the car. I was about to walk to the back, but the guy come up with a taser pointed in my face, and at that point, I locked in on him because that was a threat, and I was nervous about it. So I was like, "I'll sue you," and they just like started pulling me up and out, and then the guy with the taser grabbed me and started running me down the side of the car. Like I was trying to walk, he was actually running me, and then he jumped on my shoulders and landed on my head on the pavement.
So your head basically kissed that asphalt.
Yeah, and his body was on top of it, and then my shoulders bucked him off me. He was in the fetal position in front of me, and he started wadding me in the head where I was bleeding.
So at that point, did you get a burst of energy or did you lose energy?
I like completely just like I just had this moment where I was having to defend. I had to defend my head. Understand, I hit it at 60 miles an hour 10 years ago. So I'm not messing around about it. And if he's going to do that to me, and he's got a lethal weapon on his side, and he's not acting reasonable, I'm going to defend myself against him.
Okay, let's watch some more.
Dude, they cracked his head and he was punching him in it to increase the
But you
opening of the.
don't feel as though you don't feel as though that's karma for giving him a hard time when you knew you supposed to
It's
have just
not
got off the car.
karma. Come
That's
on,
karma.
dude.
That's karma. That's karma
Dude,
for everything you
dude, this
said.
guy's on the
That's
clock,
karma
bro.
for the
This
word
guy,
I
you.
this
have
cop
slow.
is
That's
I have slow
karma.
processing speed. Like it's
That's
documented.
karma.
Well, let me
That's
just stop y'all real
karma.
quick. I want to address
Processing them
Op.
cuss words. and them
It's
threats.
karma.
Let me address
That's
Op real
karma for
quick.
the choice of word. For the
Hey,
choice of words you use. It's karma.
I'm gonna mute y'all real quick because I want to address Op. I don't know. I got you on mute, so I can't hear what you're saying, but I don't know what platform you caught me on. I think you probably caught me on Facebook, but and I'm also not sure if you know exactly what community I am, which is the First Amendment community. And when it comes to this situation, blood running down his head, there's a thing called over excessive force. And that's what this is right here. At this point, they're going to rule that they were in the right. This is what we go through all the time when, we show this body cam footage. And also when we go out there and record on our own. But, there's a fine line between the blue line. I just wanted to let you know that, like, he was supposed to, and I this usually very rarely comes out my mouth, comply, but he was kind of like breaking the law. He was in Tennessee. He had weed on him. She gave him the probable cause that she smelt weed, and he didn't step out the car when she asked him. She gave him multiple times to do it. At that point, yeah, he pretty much asking for it. But to this point right here, I don't think so. That's too much of a degree. Go ahead, Op.
Yo,
I
hey,
had
yo,
to mute you.
favor.
Listen, I had to
Hey, yo,
mute you
favor.
just to get that out.
I
Just to
know.
tell
I
you
know. I know.
where I come from and the people in my community come from, such as the person next to you on my panel, Wolfie Gladly.
I just wanted to say I don't care what
Yeah, but at the
color,
same time,
race,
man,
background,
like,
mental capacity that you come from. Nobody deserves to be treated like this, especially when you're outnumbered by these cops. Um, there's a more reasonable way to be able to take somebody down to the ground without bashing their head in.
Well, I
with
mean,
me,
regardless of
like,
what I said to the girl,
I stand for what, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I'm
just
gonna say
think it's
regardless of what I
blood.
I
said to the
said
girl,
in the
regardless of
post,
what
right?
happened all that time, regardless of all that, I said I would get out when more officers arrive. I went to, and they didn't even give me any time to, and she didn't communicate that I had a disability to them, like it was her job to do. Like I was totally not wanting to come out with her.
No, she
She
did give
freaked
you
me out. I wanted to come out with them. She didn't tell
time out,
them. They
Well,
pulled me out. They
don't
beat
pass
me up.
the
It was too
don't
much.
pass the
time
blame
out,
on her though.
time out,
Also,
I'm not passing it on
time
her
out.
to say
Exactly.
I was
Yes,
not
you
coming out.
did.
I was
Yes, you did.
wondering things. She was just going from one thing to another thing to another thing.
I'm
right,
out.
but that's
Anybody
not
that's
right to pass the
struggling
Hey,
blame on
keep
anybody
fighting
else either.
hey, Wolfie, do
still
But
me a favor. Do me a
yeah,
until
favor
you
real
lay
quick.
still, they gonna keep fighting you. I mean, you moving around, they gonna keep on applying the pressure on you. I mean,
At the time that they smacked my head in though, after
Moving
having that
time to
severe
get out the
traumatic
car.
brain injury in the
She
past,
told
there
you
was
what
no
she
way I
wanted you
had
to get.
any control over what happened next to defend myself from any further damage.
I will conclude. There's no reason for them to smash somebody's head in. There was well enough
That's
cops to
what every person say
subdue a
on
one
car.
man.
Hey, Wolfie, do me a favor. I put that up on the screen. You have rights here. Read 5 CFR 2635. Just want to see what that got to do with what we're talking about.
All right, let's see it.
I'm sorry. I got nothing to do this for. Oh, Dave! Stop resisting! Stop kicking me! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Taser! Oh! Oh! Watch your head back! Watch your head!
Now, Frank, did you ever find out through a police report or anything what kind of voltage that was that they shot up in you?
No, I didn't find out anything about the voltage. I know they shot me with the picture that you see, the two marks on my spine is actually the prongs. They shot me with the prongs in my spine, and then the bruises up on my shoulder there are actually the drive tase marks on my shoulder. Um,
I found out what part 2635 is.
Hold on for me real quick, Wolfie. Hold that thought real quick. He just mentioned the pictures. I want him to describe these pictures, and I'm gonna come right at you after he finished describing these pictures. So what's this one right here, bro?
that is the taser marks on the right, and then on the left, I believe it was a boot mark. I think a boot mark from kicking me in the like back where my liver kind of is.
And that thing dug deep up in you. Damn. All right. And what's the other one you was talking about?
The 1830 2635.
No. Wait one more second, Wolfie. Another picture I'm showing.
Oh yeah, yeah. It looks like it's like up on the top of my shoulder there. It's like little, almost looks like drag on the pavement, but it's not. It's not that one. It's a different one.
Okay.
What you smiling for? You ain't right.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one on the left is actually from the taser drive stun going on my shoulder there.
Okay. All right, back to you, Wolfie. My bad. What's up with that?
Hey yo, I probably would have had a little sympathy for him. I would probably felt something for him if he didn't use them words, yo. Word of mother. I would probably felt a little bad
Yeah,
for
you
him.
do understand, Frank. It's a lot of people in here that's heard about, they feel some kind of way
Yo,
about
I
the
would
situation.
like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. We know for centuries and decades, we call crackers because they used to whip us. You know what I'm saying? They called the niggers and the niggas, you know what I'm saying, niggas for what? Because we was nothing, man. Come on, man. Stop playing, yo.
Hey, Wolfie, go
People
ahead with that law.
All right, so whatever somebody was referencing doesn't have anything to do with that traffic stop, really. I was looking through some of the parts that might have to do with it.
He
Some of
said
them say
5
like gifts from
CFR.
outside sources. Some of them say gifts between employees. One of them said impartiality in performing official duties. I looked at that. I pretty much already knew it wasn't going to be something beneficial. The other one said misuse of position, which I thought, okay, that's the one they're probably trying to reference, subpart G of 2635. But I click it and it says, like, for the overview, there's four sections: use of public office for private gain, use of non public information, use of government property, and use of official time. And this has nothing to do with him being pulled out of the car. I don't know who
nothing.
posted that comment.
All right, look,
Um,
you have rights. I'm gonna stop you right there because you have rights out there spewing out laws. He need to come on up and clarify what he's talking about.
yeah,
So,
yeah, 5 CFR 2635. Because we don't know what he's talking about.
all right, we back
Really
to the
don't.
video.
Got 101.
Stop, Dave! Stop resisting! Stop kicking me! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Taser! Oh! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
Okay, hold on, hold on. I have to apologize to that man. I added the dot 101, and it's very general right here. 2635 USC 2635.101. Basic obligation of public service. Public service is a public trust. Each employee has a responsibility to the United States government and its citizens to place loyalty to the Constitution, laws, and ethical principles above private gain. To ensure that every citizen can have complete confidence in the integrity of the federal government, each employee shall respect, adhere to the principles of ethical conduct set forth in this section, as well as implementing standards contained in this part and supplemental agency regulations. And then there's B and B1 and 2 and 3 and shit, but it all is set around the same standard. So I'm sorry, I didn't know that there was a dot 101. Thank you. I
So
like that. I'm gonna
it still
bookmark.
doesn't pertain to what's going on.
I'm gonna bookmark this. This is fucking actual gold right here. I like that. I like
Does
learning.
this pertain to what he spoke of? Does that pertain to what's going on?
Yeah, it pertains to it in the way that the other officers around the guy dragging him out and beating his head into the ground should have fucking been like, "Hey, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah, definitely. Failure to intervene.
Police.
It's a
What you mean?
federal lawsuit."
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's actually on point. I'm so sorry. I looked at just the 2635 without the dot 101, so I couldn't
Well,
find what you was
that's
talking
what
about.
I said at the beginning. Once they did the over excessive, all the bleeding, them slamming his head to the ground, I said that was too much right there. I said that without even, going to that. But you
There
have
was
right.
five.
But
There was
he's
five cops.
resisting.
Shout out to you,
He's
have right for
resisting,
putting that
and
out
that's
there
it.
and us getting to the bottom of it. Shout out to Wolfie gladly searching it because
They're gonna
we
use
definitely
he's resisting, and it doesn't matter. Like they have the right to do whatever they
Thank you.
gotta do to get you in cuffs. And if
Thank
you
you,
get
Wall.
fucked up in the
Oh,
process, that's just
hold up.
what it
I'm
is.
gonna
I
post
mean,
that.
That's what
in
it
the
is.
narrative, in
They
the
was somewhere
report,
chilling.
in the
They was
report,
somewhere
it's going to
chilling.
be written like
Yeah.
that, like they had to. But in the video, we all can see in the video. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. In the video, this dude was not a danger to them. He was
He
not.
was
He was
moving.
harmless.
That's all that mattered. He was moving and wiggling around, and that's it. That's
Nah,
I
it's
posted it
no,
in the
it was
chat.
the fact, it was the fact that he made her call for backup when they was probably somewhere chilling, trying to get an easy check, trying not to get involved in nothing.
oh, they
Like,
love this
come on,
part. They love all this. What are you talking
Resistance.
about?
yeah, nah, I'm
Resistance.
just saying,
Can
you
you
just made their job
can you please
difficult, man.
repost that in the chat? What I put? It's
You
5
just made you
USD
just made their job. You just made they gotta
2635.101.
go and do a whole
Let
bunch
me
of
put that. It's
paperwork now.
very valuable
Hold on, hold
information.
on, hold on, real quick. Repeat that, Wolfie. Go ahead. What you were saying?
I posted it again in the chat. It's 5 USC 2635.101. If you could please, yeah, just highlight that because whoever told us that, please highlight them too again. Fucking these people are saints, man. That's very valuable information. I've never ever read that code before. Fucking awesome,
I
United
mean, you
States
wouldn't
code.
know to just where to look for it without doing tons of research.
I mean,
Case law is
shit.
a lot to dig through, and
I mean, I've been doing this shit for 3 years, and that fucking is the
me
first time I
too.
ever saw that
Believe
U.S.
me, you have
code.
no idea. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and yeah, it's
It's
it's a
valuable.
lot to find some stuff. It takes a lot of work and a lot of patience, but it's worth it when you find it.
Yeah, I'm happy that other people know their shit too, man. It's so good. Look, they got this guy bleeding out the car.
I told her all I wanted was somebody else to come here. She started getting physical first. I said, wait till somebody gets here. I said.
He's got documents somewhere.
Damn, Frank, you got blood on everybody.
I guess I did.
Yo, you stupid.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You had to make them do that to you, huh?
I seen that when
Yeah.
I lifted my head up.
And
I
that's what
seen the
they gonna
pool of
say when
blood
you get to court.
immediately.
And I asked you out of the vehicle because
That's
that's
the thing they say.
all we want.
You made me do it.
I've been on it for a long time. And I told you we could talk
And the
about
judge is
that.
gonna agree with it.
Here we are.
We'll
Let me
see
pause
about
this
that.
real quick for
Exactly. Boy, look.
It's
World
just like
Boy,
domestic
Citizen News.
abuse. You
World
made
Citizen
me
News. I
slap
just
you.
put the link in the chat for you, bro.
Wasn't resisting you. Okay, well, you don't comply to commands at all. I said I didn't want to get out of the car, wait for somebody else to come over here. You open the door and force me out. You just sit in the car, man. You put somebody who has PTSD.
You grabbed that taser again just a minute ago.
Put yourself there. No, I did not, because I didn't have to listen to you.
All right, so explain this real quick, Frank. What you talking about her putting you in a compromising situation? I know you
Well,
mentioned it earlier, but just while we're here.
well, I went from wondering about the we went from talking about my documents and getting out of the car for my documents to me saying something about my documents and her saying okay. So I thought okay, so I don't have to get out. So we went from having to get out from something to not having to get out. Then we have to get out because of the marijuana. Then I'm wondering about it. Then we go from that right to opening my door, like instead of talking to me about it at all. And like that's the way I kind of felt like. And when she jumped at me at that moment, I was just like
Well, she
very
did explain to you that
alerted. I have like a PTSD like situation from the brainstem injury.
she did explain to you that the documents that you had from New York weren't valid in Tennessee, and she did say she smelled weed. I mean, listen, bro. When we operate without breaking the law. Okay, we don't give them a reason for them to to do something.
Exactly.
I
And
so I still my pants were undone because I ride around with my pants undone because I don't want it to hurt my stomach. I have a skin condition from being partially ejected, and so I did not want to get out to just her either. So I also wanted another officer, and that's why I say, can we get a man? Because she's like, why are your pants undone? Is because of that situation. So I'm not trying to come out with her either way. I still want her to get more people. The reason I don't want to ask for a supervisor is because it's not a supervisor that I'm thinking we should need right then, but
That's
something like
reasonable. That's
just a
reasonable.
man.
That's reasonable as fuck. It's like
Tell the
a
truth.
chick
Balls
saying,
out.
"Hey,
Balls out.
I need a female because I don't have pants on."
hey, I want to invite somebody on the panel. We got World Citizen News. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
World fucking citizen news, man. He be traveling around the damn community and shit. What's up, bro?
And he just muted himself. So
Yeah.
whenever he ready, he can unmute himself.
What's up? Yeah, what's up, man? I was cutting down the TV.
Hey,
What's up, Resistance? Just coming to
what's
show
up?
you
Hey,
some
listen,
love,
man, that
man.
was a cool background you had going on, man. I appreciate if you put it back up. That was nice. That little background you got going on. But go ahead.
All right, I'll do that. What's up, Wolfie?
Hey,
Shit, man, we had fun on the panel the other night. I just want to say what's up to everybody in the room, everybody in the chat. I really don't know what's going on, but I'm
Hello.
here to learn, figure out what's going on. How you doing?
I'm
We
doing all
chilling,
right.
man. We're just going over this video of basically, I don't know if Wolfie disagrees with me. I'm not sure if he on the same line that I'm on, but a what not to do video.
I'm on the same line with you because it's against the law there. They smelled the weed. They had the probable cause and shit. I'm not on the line with his head being split open by the
Right,
cops.
right.
It
And
was
that's
spot
what I
on.
was
That's some stupid shit.
The
Over
probable cause
dried
was
plant
outdated.
matter? Because he had dried plant matter, bro.
Supreme
right.
Right.
Court can end up ruling the probable cause was outdated. Like my attorney, he's like the top the attorney in the state for this when you look it up, and he said that if it needs to go there, he will gladly take it there because a drug dog can't tell the difference between what they were already selling since 2017 and what I got stopped with.
Yo, can a drug dog swear an oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in court? So help
Well, so
the
that
dog
a police officer has to
life's
have a drug
God.
dog as an extension to what they're doing because they can't tell the difference. So the drug dog is a tool that they use because it's more trained and better at it than they are. And even the drug dog they can't tell the difference. It's just proven.
Can I make a statement
I
real
believe
quick
in search dogs, but I don't
about the
believe that
weed?
they should be used for shit like that, yo, just because they can't fucking swear and testify on the panel of court.
Right.
All right, let's move on to this video.
Alright. It was towards that time to say, I don't agree with this. Not 26. Tennessee 27 144 67906. I have a New York 28. Juliet Kilo Golf 8861.
Could you go with that 28 again?
Juliet Kilo Golf 8861.
I'm gonna comment. This is the 8th Judicial Drug Task Force, and they've been sent shut down.
Say that one more time, Frank.
The 8th Judicial Drug Task Force is on scene in these clips. They're the hoodies with the fancy logos on the back, and they've been sent shut down 2 weeks after this because of the lack of funding. They were operating off of seized funding, seizing the assets of people they pulled over, and it's clear that they might have cost the state more money than they were able to obtain in this clip. I don't know if I had anything to do with the fact that they got shut down because of funding. But I was thinking 2 weeks later, I don't know.
So did they book you first? Did they render aid to you first, or did they book you first?
They brought me to the hospital, but conveniently the hospital took until 4 p.m. when the judge was checking out, and I had to stay in jail overnight, and then all day the next day, and then the bonds lady said they were going to try to hide the evidence. So when I ended up getting out of there, it was like I said, after the lieutenant coerced me, it was $10,000. I had to put $1,000 to bonds lady to get out, and $12,000 for the attorney.
How many stitches did you get?
I got 4 staples in my head there. It's actually here. It was a piece of gravel. The cop says it was a knuckle. He said he rolled on my knuckle, and then they say nobody hit him. But in his statement, it says he delivered 2 close strikes in my head. So they're lying clearly. There's some discrepancies between the video statements and the written statements.
Damn.
Oh, because you didn't want to get off the car. You could have avoided that.
We need. You got large. Chris, you got large.
Oh.
Personally, I think it's wrong for one state to decide that another state, physician can't say that this person needs medical marijuana, and if it's medical marijuana, it's over. Like, how in the world are you gonna beat somebody up over their prescription?
Shout out John Denicola. I'm just speaking as a black man. A lot of people are surprised with my answers. I shoot out of left field to them sometimes, but I just had to say, at this point, when you was pulled over and had that weed on you, and that lady said she smelled weed in the car, it's about time to get out, just to prevent all that bullshit right there, for real.
I wasn't on a
What's
stroll though.
important is
I was in
knowing
some
your
serious
laws.
pain, and I was on my way to physical therapy. So like, I was already kind of running late, and I didn't have time for that like bullshit about it. Like, it's my
You
medicine. Like, get the hell out of my way. I
Hey,
gotta get to
Frank,
my
let me ask you a
appointment.
question. How many times have you encountered police in your life?
Well, I
Uh,
got a question.
Before that, not as many as after that. When I came up from Tennessee and New York, I had bad inspection because Tennessee don't need to have inspections. So I come up to New York, I had bad inspection. I got stopped about 10 times for it, literally, and that was after I got beat up by the cops. That was rough.
No, but prior to you getting beat up by the cop, Black World Citizen, I'm gonna get to you real quick. I just want to ask you one more question. Prior to you getting your head slammed to the ground, how many times were you stopped by police?
And just like maybe like one or two times, like for tickets.
Oh, so you had no idea that they really operate like this.
No, yeah, I did not. I had some actual respect for them beforehand, but since then, I've honestly watched so many videos that I've grown to like have like almost hardly any respect for it.
So, what kind of background you come from? Are they like blue line supporters? You know?
No, no, we're just kind of like people, and we handle our business ourselves. Like we don't need them to get involved to handle something.
Do you have any family that's police officers?
No, I
Or
don't think so.
how about friends, cousins, anything?
I got no friends, no cousins. Just that's. I mean,
Most
really,
people do.
I don't
Most
really. I
people
don't think I
do.
have anybody that's any
I
kind of
think
power.
World Citizen News had a question.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions, man. This is World Citizen News. I don't know you, you don't know me, but how did you feel about police law enforcement prior to that stop, prior before they beat you up? How did you feel about them before that?
I had
Did you
respect,
have
but I knew like what the stop justice said they can lie to you. So I was like, I was questioning it the whole way. I was trying to figure out what am I getting lied to about, and I just heard that the chief got arrested for corruption and cartel involvement. So it was definitely the question, and so I felt respectful, but at the same time I felt to question that agency in this area's cops for sure.
okay? So you say prior to that, you getting that ass kicked, you had respect for the pigs in blue. Now, by you saying that you had respect, did you ever feel empathy for the people that spoke out about the pigs in the blue, about mainly like just say black people getting their ass beat on a regular basis? That's a daily routine for black people, getting the shit beat out of them.
Yeah,
When people like that spoke out, hold on, man.
World Citizen, I had to cut you off real quick. I had to put you on mute. Somebody got background noise going on. If y'all could take care of that, because it's kind of interfering with what World Citizen is saying. I don't know who got background noise going on, but try to cut your background noise down.
All right, let me put my headphones on. I don't know if it's me. I got my earbuds on. You still hear that background noise?
No, we good now.
Okay. Now, what I was basically saying, you said that you had respect for the pigs in the blue, sausages. That's what we call them in the UK. But I'm not from the UK. Um,
yes.
so did you ever have any empathy when people would say, "Hey, police did me wrong. Police beat me up"? Because see, back in the day before people started filming this, you would always have black people express their disdain towards the police because of the way we were always treated. Now, when
hmm
people would say those type of things, were you one of the type of people that say, "Well, you should have did what the police told you to do. You should have complied, or you wouldn't have got your ass beat, or you wouldn't got killed or shot"? Did you have that type of mindset prior to getting your ass beat? I'm just asking a question. And then I got
No,
another
no.
question after this.
No,
Well,
not at all.
well,
I did not have that mindset at all. I felt like it was a job that people got into, and I did hear about those things. I did feel empathy towards that. I did not feel like that is right at all. I don't feel like anybody who's not violently being, like being violent, like, and is a violent criminal, needs to endure anything to be restrained, and at the very most needs to be restrained. I don't even really believe in the taser. I mean, what happened to cops sitting on you and holding you down until they got control of you? Like, why are we giving cops that can't handle themselves something that's going to kill people, maybe, if it's a bad day for that person, like in their health or in their
Okay.
whatever, if they're a
That
drug
was
user,
that
like.
basically. Listen, that was a simple
Yeah,
yes
they
or no
weak as fuck.
question.
Hey,
It's
Okay.
a
real
it's a it's a
citizen.
Now
no. It's a no.
I
It's
got
a
one
no.
more question, and then I'm gonna kick back. Um, is it normal for you to ride around with your pants undone? And how often do you do that type of shit? That's I don't know. That's
When
weird to
I'm
me.
on a long trip, because I got like a skin issue from being partially ejected from the car, where like it's just uncomfortable. Like there's scar tissue in my, it separated my skin from my muscles, so it's a little normal, but only on long trips.
So wait, let me just stop y'all real quick. Real citizen, I gotta ask you a question. How long you been in the live?
In your particular live of about 10 minutes, I just got up in here.
All right. Well,
I haven't been into
I love the questions. Appreciate the questions. But and to be fair to you, I have to play something that was said earlier in the video that you missed. So maybe you have some more questions about it.
Oh, but hold on. Oh, go ahead.
Don't hurt my arm.
Well, then stop resisting.
I'm resisting because you have no fucking right, bitch. That's why I'm resisting. I have every right to resist. Stop. I'm a citizen of the United States. You're supposed to protect and serve me, and you're not protecting or serving me.
It's part of it,
It
dude.
ain't part of it, cunt. Stop. No. You're a fucking goddamn cunt, and you're a fucking slime ball. Okay. Yes, all of you Claymore police officers are fucking corrupt cartel loving scumbag. All right. And I ain't playing games with you fucking nigger loving ass. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what? This is what I'm gonna say. That shit speaks for itself. That's all you gotta say, man. There's really nothing else to
Thank
say, but
you.
it
Hey,
speaks for
yo.
itself.
Was
There's
that
no
a
way to
racist
explain that.
insult thing I heard?
You can't explain that shit away. You can try, but
Thank you,
the
world.
whole
Thank
world
you,
is
world.
the
That was my
whole
whole
world is
argument,
watching.
world.
Did he
The
say
whole
and
world is
loving
watching.
ass?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
he said
world.
it.
Thank
But
you, world.
in the thing, think about this, man.
Thank you,
Where
world.
do black, not saying that that word applies to black people, but normally when that word is used, it's pertain to black people. So if normally when that word is used and it's pertain to black people, how did it fit into that scope, into that particular incident or that scene? Because was the cop black? Was there any black people
No,
there assisting her to arrest him? So how
It's the
did
video
if that
game culture.
I said
yes,
it earlier, but
if
go
that
on.
word is equated to black people, then why did he use that particular word if there was no black people around?
No, hold on,
Because
hold on,
people
hold on.
hold hate in their
I'm gonna
hearts,
mute
man.
y'all
They just
mic.
don't
I'm gonna
like
mute y'all
people.
mic. We're gonna hear it one more time.
I have every right to resist. Stop. I'm a citizen of the United States. You're supposed to protect and serve me, and you're not protecting or serving me. It's part
it
of
was
it.
irrelevant to ignorance.
Stop. No. You're a fucking goddamn cunt, and you're a fucking slime ball. Okay. Yes, all of you Claymore police officers are fucking corrupt cartel loving scumbag.
I say it two times, and you can hear it
Fucking
two
nigger
times
loving
that I
ass.
say it. Both of it is irrelevant to ignorance.
I'm sorry. Who was speaking?
I say it one more time from the pavement, and that clarifies that I say it in relevance to ignorance. I'm not somebody who's ignorant from the pavement here.
Well,
I know.
you right about it's referring to ignorance because you was ignorant when you said that. I'm gonna just keep it real because, like I said, that word shouldn't have been equated to that, or it shouldn't have had nothing to do with that situation because that word is equated for people that hate black people. So when people
Right.
say it
So
like that, that's hatred towards the person that they're saying it to,
we're
towards a
spending a
black
lot of
person.
time picking
World,
She
apart
was
let me
what
not.
boss you real
makes.
quick. World, I'm gonna let him repeat because you came in late. I'm gonna let him repeat what his reasoning and what his background is on saying that. Go ahead, Frank. Say that again on why what you believe by that word.
Yeah, so the place I come from, it's just not like yeah, like it's understood that it is something like that, but also the other definition of it would have been, a person of ignorance. It doesn't matter what color, and so I think that's what come out because I'm not a racist person at all. And what I was telling her was I'm not
Oh shit.
somebody who you normally pull over, beat up, charge money to, and doesn't do anything about it. That's what I meant.
Okay,
You
hold on,
love
hold on,
that
hold
kind
on,
of
hold on,
person.
hold
Let
on,
me
hold on,
let
hold
me
on, hold on.
interject. Let me interject
Oh
Hold
here,
on, hold
shit.
on,
please.
because what
Well,
he's saying doesn't make
one at
any
a
sense.
time. I gotta mute mics. One at a time. World, I'm gonna give you back the stage. Let Wolfie interject real quick.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, what you don't understand, Frank, is how that word was used in the past, right? How
You know, come
people
on.
have had their fathers die while being dragged from trucks,
Right, I
right?
understand that.
With
We're
that
picking
word
apart
being
my
said to
my
them as the
subconscious
last things
mind.
they
I
ever
didn't say
heard.
that from a conscious mind. I said that from a blacked
No,
out
it's just so
mind.
bad. You should never ever say it because
I,
people
I'm saying
die
I had
hearing it as
no.
their last
There's
word.
no filter. I have a severe traumatic brain injury. No filter there.
I
When
mean, you
I'm.
Bullshit.
can't just keep defending
Bullshit.
yourself by saying, "Hey, I'm this or
Do you
that."
have a severe traumatic brain injury? The person
Hey
saying
yo,
bullshit.
family, listen, first of all, right? I seen people of your complexion get fired up by the police, never say the N-word, but they
Have you
calling them
seen
all
somebody
types
with
of
a traumatic
pigs.
brain injury?
But yo, man, listen, oh, we're not hearing that. We're not hearing that. Yo,
Well,
word
that's
of
what I'm
mother.
Well,
saying.
all
Word
right.
of
All
mother,
right, well,
yo. We're not
Listen,
hearing that.
we're not
That's
gonna
a
keep
cop out.
harping on it.
That's how
He
you
already
really feel deep down inside.
hold on, hold on,
No,
hold on.
I got
all
black
right.
friends, bro.
I want to say something before I forget. All
Go
right,
for it.
now
Go ahead, world.
this is one point that
Ty
he
Lue.
tried to make. He tried to say that when he said the word, he was referring to, well, when he first said, he said, um,
Yes, he
he
is,
was
Kev.
letting her
He
know
is
that
right.
he was letting her know that he's not the type of people that you can pull over and take advantage of and take money.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
so
That's it.
what he was saying is, I'm not a black
Nope,
nigger.
no. There's
So
no
you
black
can't
people
take
in that
advantage.
area.
So
She
you
doesn't
can't
normally
take
pull over
advantage.
black
So you
people. She
can't take
normally pulls
advantage
over
of me.
white meth heads that live in trailers. White meth heads that live in trailers. I'm not talking about
Okay.
any black
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, shut up, because you're not making no sense, man.
I am.
Thank you.
Look at
Then
the
no,
population
no,
in
you're
the
not.
area.
No,
If you
listen.
want
Let
to
me
go about
finish.
it, look at the
Let me
population
finish.
in the area. They're all white people. They're
Then
all meth heads, and they all live in trailers, buddy.
okay,
I'm not talking about any black
okay.
people
So
at
do
all.
meth heads call each other the N word?
I'm just telling you my definition of the N word,
Okay,
regardless of what
that's
you
a
think
no.
should be offended by it,
Okay, well,
is
let me
an
finish my
ignorant
point. Let me finish
person.
my point. Let me finish my point. Then you said that you said it one more time when they beat you down to the pavement and bust your head and made you bleed. Then you said the word one more time to let them know that they are ignorant. Okay, but when you said it, you said you are a in lover. So
Yes.
Yeah,
if you're trying to
you're a
tell them,
person who's a
listen, hold on,
lover
man,
of somebody who's ignorant.
hold on, no, because you don't
Yes.
make no
Thank you,
sense.
world.
You're not
I
making
Thank
said
you,
any
all that
sense.
world.
early. I said all that
Listen,
earlier.
That's what I
if you're
said.
saying that you're referring to her as being ignorant, then why did you call her an N lover? Why did you just say
Thank you.
you an N word? Why did you say you an N
Thank you.
I
lover?
didn't say she was ignorant. I said
You
I'm telling her she
you
loves
said
people
N
that are
lover.
ignorant. And then from the
No,
pavement,
that's
I
not
Man,
what
said
you
I am
said.
bullshit.
not
You
the
can't you
typical
can't make
person.
that you can't make that
I hope
right,
somebody
man. That's
run
not what
down
you
on you. I
said.
hope
You're
somebody
not.
run
You're
a
not
Nah,
tractor
hearing
through
me.
your
yeah,
head
that's
You're
upside
not
true.
your
hearing what
That's
head.
I
true.
said.
That's not what you said, brother.
Thank
Yes, it
you.
is what I
Thank
said. What
you.
I said was
Thank
And
you.
she's
that's
You
not
say
somebody.
and
you
She's
that's
a
nigga
and that's
cop.
lover.
not
She's
what
a
you
cop.
meant.
You just
And that's
You
described
not
say
it.
what
you
you
nigga
meant.
lover.
Let's play
You
back
were
what you
just
said.
saying that
Yeah,
she
Yeah.
you
loved
just
And
ignorant.
that's
described
why
it.
I'm on here.
You
And
were
that's
just
why
saying
I'm
that
on
she
here.
loved
Cause you
ignorant
say you
people.
nigga lover.
Yeah, she
You
loves
say you
ignorant
nigga
people,
lover.
man. That's what
Oh,
Well,
she
Man,
loves.
then
shut
she
up.
must have
You
she
copping
must have
deuces
loved your
now.
ass
You
because she
copping
put
deuces
hands on
now
you. She
because
must have
niggas is
loved
on
you
your
then.
body
Well,
now.
she's gonna love that I'm gonna
You
take her
really ain't
job.
like that. You copping deuces now because niggas is on your body now.
no.
Fuck out of
Look,
here.
that's one thing. What they did to you is another thing. They shouldn't have done that to you. But,
Nobody's
uh,
saying that part's right.
but
No, you
the
don't
way you
deserve the
went
beat
about
down.
it
What I'm
and
saying
said
is,
all
I
those
have no
ignorant terms, and
recollection
look,
of saying it.
I think what I said perfectly phrased everything. You don't say that word because that word is dark and deep, bro. Like you don't understand the tragedy behind that word, right? I don't know if you do, because you're just using it freely, right? And I don't like that, and I would never do that. That word never comes out of my mouth, right? I would never say that word. I would never say the F word for
How
gay
about when you're
people.
blacked out? Have you ever been in a fight and gotten blacked out
I've
and
gotten
not
blacked
know
out and still know how to respect people. I would
Man,
never go to
listen,
that
that's
respect
realm.
people?
Yeah, I ain't
Respect
never get
people.
punched. I got
If
punched in the
my
mouth a couple of
definition and
times.
under
I got punched in the mouth a couple of times, but never after I got punched in the mouth, I said, "Oh, you goddamn cracker." I never said no shit
no
like
fact.
that.
That's
if my
offending.
understanding of the word is actually ignorant person, then you people getting offended by it are
My
wrong.
understanding of the word
Oh,
is
not the you
very
people.
evil.
Yeah,
I'm
you
talking about
Can't
people.
say
everybody
Yeah,
you
he
getting
said you
people, man.
offended by
people.
it's wrong.
Here he
Everybody's
go.
getting offended
Okay,
by it's
the
wrong.
next time
I
a
mean, I'm
cop
not
whoops
They
meaning
just
my
it
say
like
people,
that.
ass,
not you
So
people.
take
hey,
it up with that. Take it up with yourself.
listen,
I'm telling you how I
the
meant
next
it.
the
I
next
was
You
time a
being
people
nice
cop
said
at
it
asks
first,
all.
but now I'm just gonna
You
the
tell you
people
next
it.
said
Hey,
it all.
I
Also,
was
hey,
being nice
also
at
have
first, but
some
now I'm
self
just
hey,
gonna tell
excuse
awareness
me.
you.
and shit. You're on
Excuse me, y'all.
camera
Excuse me,
getting
y'all.
your ass beat
For
by
one
cops.
moment.
You shouldn't say fucking
For
Anyway,
one
shit.
y'all,
moment. For
hold
one
on.
moment. For one moment, people. Now y'all understand why I said what I said, right? I would have had sympathy for him if he didn't say what he said. But an
Because you're
angry
ignorant.
tongue speaks the truth. An angry tongue speaks the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's no feeling bad for how can you feel bad for this man? You know what I'm saying?
He shouldn't have got his
I
head
I've
slammed
got
in too. He
friends
shouldn't
right
have got
now.
hit crack.
I got friends that could tell you that I never had a problem with a black person in my life. Friend I would
Hey,
die
listen,
for, buddy. Friend I
it's a
would die
difference from
for.
having problems with somebody and to
Battle buddy.
tolerate them. You
Well,
Battle
he
tolerate
buddy.
them.
said you
You
people, so
tolerate.
that say a lot. You
We
people.
live in a world of tolerance.
I'm talking about even Wolfie guy there. I'm not talking about any kind of color when I'm saying you people. What I'm saying is anybody offended by my saying it is actually not understanding why I said it or
I'm
what
not
I said it
offended.
for.
I'm not offended.
You usually
I'm
say
not
people
offended.
though. You usually just
I'm
say
not
people.
offended. I
People.
just have a
Exactly.
little interest in it. But
hey,
what I'm saying is like at the end of the day, you have freedom of speech. It's not like a crime and shit, but you shouldn't have said it. It's a bad fucking word, bro. Like you
So
have to
I'm
really think about
what's
how
the worst
deep that
thing
word
then?
is, bro. Like for
gonna
real.
let y'all
Like
I'm gonna let
it's
y'all know that
strong. It hurts people. Like fucking you have to think about the people who died whose the last words they ever heard was that word. Fucking come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody
Look
should
at
say it.
homeboy Aubrey. You don't know what he heard when he died. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Rest in peace to that guy.
I got a friend, his name is Ashanti Jenkins, and he died for me in Florida, and he was my black friend, and he stepped up to a guy who wanted to shoot me dead, and rest in peace to him. I love that man. You don't understand.
I know what Ahmaud Arbery said when he died. That shit's on video. Was that what somebody said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on video. in the car. His girlfriend was
Somebody
recording.
wanted to shoot me dead, and Ashanti Jenkins stepped up to him. He ended up shot dead because of it. That's my dude, and he's my guy. Like, you don't understand. I have no problem with black people. Like I said, I don't know if you were here when I told you I pray with two
We
black
don't know
people
if
that
We're
that's
are
the
not.
truth
offended.
or
I'm not
what.
saying
All right,
you have a problem. I'm not
that
saying you
right
have a
there,
problem with
Frank.
black people. I'm saying you misuse a word that should never ever even be used.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
we got that now. We got that now. Let's
Oh
move
no, I
on
use
to the
nigga all the
original.
time.
well, we also tired of hearing about how many friends, people got after.
Then let's move on to what we came here
Yeah,
for.
that's what I was about to say. Let's move on to the video.
So that nigga say nigga all the time.
Oh, it's stout, man. It's stout. Thank you. Hard copy and hold both, please. Phew, God. I'm okay, yeah. I couldn't get him out of the car at all. He would not. Once he realized people were coming, he started talking about it, but he flipped out, man, the whole time, just flipping out. There's a paper document. It's a small piece somewhere, because I had to throw it on the ground. No, it's like this big. It's a square piece. I found the other one. I threw everything on the ground below me whenever he started resisting and not coming out and all that. I was detaining you. I advised you of such. You didn't let me calm down at this point. Okay, listen. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney. That's fine. One will be appointed to you by a judge. You have the right to remain silent until a lawyer is available to answer any questioning. Do you understand that? I told you were being detained. I needed you out of the vehicle because there was marijuana. Okay, at this point, I want to tell you, you're going to jail. You're going to be arraigned in front of the judge. You need further. I'm not going to arrest you. How was I resisting arrest? This is obeying a lawful order. Lawful order. I have every right to say. I'd like to know.
So Frank, they didn't find that in the car, right?
Not in
It
the
look like
car. They found it in my pants. They found the two grams hanging out of my pants in the pipe or whatever. Like I said, they sold D8 in Tennessee. D8 was legal. It's not even federally regulated. And I tell him it's D8, and he tells me D8's illegal.
I like how she says you have the right to remain silent. Pretty fucking crazy. She's intelligent.
Comes out somehow. This seat comes out. I just don't know. It's super loose.
So that's why your pants was open, because you was stashing.
I'm sorry. Thank you, though. Dude, it was sketchy.
Now shit's coming together.
It was sketchy.
I was
Nah,
thinking
shit's
the
in my
same
pocket.
thing.
Now
No,
shit's
you was
coming
putting that
together.
shit in
You
your
telling
drawers.
partial truth. You're telling
Yeah.
partial truth. You're a liar, buddy.
Nah,
If
I
you gonna
actually have
lie,
a
if
skin
you gonna lie
condition.
about
You're a
the N
liar,
word,
buddy.
if you gonna lie about the N word, then you lying about all of it.
Exactly. You're a liar, buddy.
I'm not lying about anything.
I know honesty when I hear honesty.
Shout out to the Queen, Renetta Williams. She in the building, y'all. Send y'all
I don't
love.
know
What's he lying
hello.
about? What happened?
what
What
your
happened?
problem is, buddy,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
might
What
want to get
had
your head checked.
happened? Yo, what had happened before I push pause? What y'all talking about?
Because he just told on himself. He just said that they found the weed in the pipe in his pants.
In my pocket. Yeah, in my pocket of my pants. It had been there since I got in the car. I hadn't even smoked it yet. I smoked it like before I left my house at all. Like I didn't even smoke it in
Yeah,
the
but listen,
vehicle in my
2 grams,
driving.
2 grams of
Listen,
marijuana isn't even a felony. You should have just gave it to her. Like,
In
yo,
Yeah,
look,
but
Tennessee,
like,
this is
in
hell,
all
that's
I
got
Tennessee,
got.
weed.
This
Hell
is you
no,
in
can
she
just
gotta
smell
find
it.
Tennessee.
that shit. She gotta find that shit. Ain't
Man,
giving
come
her
on.
shit.
he,
I ain't helping with
he,
nothing.
It ain't
he
That's all
it,
right.
unzipped his
That's what I'm
pants. He
saying.
was
She said, I said, I'm gonna just wait. She said, that's fine. I got a canine on the way. So I thought it was fine. I was just waiting because she said, that's
he
fine.
was
I got a canine on the way. But it wasn't
he
just
was
fine.
waiting for her to go. He was waiting for her to go back to her car so he could stick the weed in the pipe in his drawers. That's why he unzipped his pants, but she wouldn't go nowhere because she had that feeling he was trying to hide something.
I'd be like, hell
Exactly.
My
yeah, I
pants
got
were
weed.
already
You want
undone.
to
She didn't
smoke?
notice my pants were undone
Exactly.
until after she attacked me.
Yeah, but
Puffed up
still, she knew
pants.
something was off about you. And when
Exactly.
she
Weed. She
pulled
That's
you
because
smelled the
I
over,
was
weed.
overwhelmed by her presence.
when
I
she
have a
pulled you over,
developmental disability, dude. I smacked my head at
when
19, so
No,
I was
hold on. Never
overwhelmed by
listen,
her
mind that.
presence.
Never mind that.
when she pulled you
Never
over, you
mind
started
that. What do you
unzipping
mean?
your
Never
pants.
mind
Link up
that.
Hold
there.
on, hold on,
You
hold
got a
on,
brain
hold on,
injury,
hold on.
bro, or what?
World is talking. Excuse world. World is talking. Go ahead,
Put
world.
the link up there.
I said when she got behind him and pulled him over, he was thinking, "Damn, I got this pipe and this weed in my pocket." He started
I didn't know
unzipping
where
his
it was.
pants, and he was trying to put that shit in his drawers, but she came up on him too fast, so he sat there looking stupid,
Exactly.
and he was waiting for her to go back and get a supervisor so he could finish stashing it. Cause
No,
people don't ride
I
around
didn't
with their
know where it
pants
was at
unzipped,
all. I didn't
unbuttoned.
remember. I have a severe memory problem. I didn't remember where I put the
And
weed
then
or the
and
pipe.
then and then on top of that, how we know that route that he's taking ain't a high traffic route that they don't pick up mad breaks or whatever the case may be on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, family, you're
Was she
bugging.
wearing boxes or briefs?
Nah, we don't even care.
Hey,
Hold on,
if you
I
wearing
got
them
two.
boxes, you can't stash nothing, buddy.
Yo, hey, I have a good question. I have a good question. Frank, is your severe memory problem well documented by
Oh,
doctors?
oh yeah. I can literally
Okay,
go like
okay.
13 seconds and like don't not remember shit.
Then you
Well,
ain't supposed to be
like,
driving.
Remember
how
that
many
ass
Then you
doctors
woman
ain't
would
though.
you
supposed to
say?
be driving.
How many
You're
doctors
not
would you
supposed to be
say?
driving then. You're not
How
How
many
supposed to
many
be
doctors?
doctors
operating
would you say?
no fucking operate.
I got about 8 doctors total.
How
Yeah,
many
but you ain't
years?
supposed to be driving if you got that brain injury like that. If you got an injury
Nobody's
like
ever
that, you
said
ain't
that to
supposed
me.
to be. Man, come
No, no,
on.
I
no,
have
that's not
You're
necessarily
lying.
true, World Citizen
You're
News. That's not
I
lying.
only have
necessarily
restricted
true.
ice.
I'm just asking. That's not
You're
necessarily
I
I
lying.
didn't
true.
mean,
say
that don't
that,
mean you can't
Whoopi.
drive. That does not mean you can't drive. People who have seizures, they
I
can
didn't say
drive.
that.
Right, right. People can
But
drive
they're not supposed
with
to though.
fucking
That's the
I
point.
Alzheimer's.
mean,
They're
if
not
the
supposed
doctor
to.
would tell you that though, if you have something
Yeah,
like
you
that
ever see
going on, they will let
Alzheimer's
you know.
people?
You're not supposed to because anything could trigger on your epilepsy. Anything could trigger
Oh,
your
no,
seizure.
no, no. You ever
It
see the
depends on how
Alzheimer's?
severe it is.
The
Yeah.
Alzheimer's people, they drive off and they never come back home and they're missing.
I don't
They're in
like
all
driving
bad
alone.
places.
I'll say that. I don't like traveling alone anymore.
But you was driving alone that day.
I
Hey,
was
yo,
on my way to
Yeah,
physical
anymore.
Wednesday,
therapy that day. I
Come on.
couldn't
Wednesday.
That's
I couldn't
excuses.
bring everybody.
Hey,
That's like an
the
excuse
only
for
thing I
you
can
covering
side
up
with in this
the
whole thing,
nigger lover.
the only thing I can side with here, in this whole thing, is
You
that
smoke weed, bro?
they shouldn't have beat your head into the ground. Other people might think, yeah, he deserved it because he said they're an end lover and all that stuff, which
No,
I
he don't deserve it.
wouldn't blame them for. But it's still not right that they beat your head into the ground. They're supposed to be public servants and shit. So
I don't think he deserved it,
First of
man.
all,
Nobody deserves that shit.
first of all, right? Excuse me for one point, right? And I don't know like the sophisticated words and the law book and none of that, but it's just common sense, yo, right? It's common
Well, it's
sense.
not common anymore, is it?
Obviously,
Motherfuckers
a
are
lot of
stupid. I live in
motherfuckers been
Arizona.
eating.
They
that's
real
true.
stupid down here.
Yeah,
That's
these
true.
people have these people been chewing on the windowsill all their lives.
Hmm.
I mean, but to
I
be
mean,
fair to
Anyway,
JFK
Frank,
was coming back.
to be well,
JFK was
listen,
coming back the
Hey,
other day.
let me just say
hey, my
something real
friend.
quick. Let me,
One of my friends who
Yeah,
is
yesterday
hold on, let me say
JFK
nah,
something
but
started
real
hold on,
quick.
it.
hold on. Can I finish what I was saying real fast? What
one
I
of my
was
friends
saying
is trying
was
to come on.
you knew you was in the wrong, baby. Point blank, you was in the wrong. You knew you had narcotics on you. First off, right? You knew you had contraband on you, right? You should have just been like, you know something, I don't want no problems today. Let me, yeah, I got a little bit of butt, ain't nothing else. 9 times out of the 10, she would have just wrote you off and stop doing whatever you was doing. You know what I'm saying? For her to pull you over. Come on, man, that's common
I
sense.
think
We wouldn't be
everybody
here.
knows that there's
We
different
wouldn't
laws
be
in
here
each
today.
state about weed, and you should know it.
Especially if you a person that has numerous interactions with the police, you know what I'm saying? You already know what they come
No,
to look
but that's
for.
what I was about to say. In all
You
fairness
know
to
what I'm
him,
saying? Like, come on,
in
look,
all
this is all
fairness
I
to
got, a
him,
little bit of weed. I got a joint or two on me. That's it.
but in fairness to him, he hasn't been stopped by police.
My friend Tylus is trying to come on. Tylus Jamal, he was trying to come on. He said got kicked off. I said try
Yeah, he
again.
gotta show his face. He
Yeah,
ain't
if you're
Okay.
showing
gonna
his face
smoke,
like,
if
hey,
you're
you
gonna
want
smoke, and if you got it for medication, you should know what the laws are. Everybody knows the laws are different in every state. And if this is something that you use for medical purposes, you should be researching something like that. Just in cases of instances like this being in Tennessee, you were there long enough to be like, hey, should I be carrying this weed on me or not? What if I get pulled over? That's what I would think
Yeah, they
as a
also got the
smoker.
hold
D8
on, let me real quick.
there.
To the boy that's trying to come on, he either
What's
gotta
that?
show his
A weed
he
card?
either got hold on. He either gotta show his face or put an icon up. But he got the top of his head creeping in the corner. I don't know if he's trying to photobomb me or what. So either show his face straight up or put an icon up. All right, go ahead.
Got out of the vehicle because I know Pennsylvania v. Mims and shit and how they tied it to Terry v. Ohio. I would have gotten out of the vehicle. I would have talked to them. I wouldn't have consented to any kind of searches or pat downs. I'm just getting out of the vehicle for mere officer safety purposes, right? I have to get out. They'll question me. I have the right to refuse to answer certain questions, and I would have
But you
dealt
know
with
your
it
rights
that
though,
way.
Wolfie.
I would have dealt with it that way on camera, right? I would have filmed it, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know that they can let me now. Like, look, this guy Frank here, he might not have known that he didn't have to get out of the car. Could he have handled it a totally different way? Could he have not used racial slurs? Could he have not, been, it's just tough.
You know what I
I
mean.
don't know. How old are you, Frank? How old are you, Frank?
29.
29. He's a young kid, man. I'm 38.
Hold
Right?
on, we got Frank
I don't
Boy.
know. 29. Come on.
We got TJ on
Nah,
the.
they
So, yo,
Yo,
29 is like the
Not a
new
baby.
21.
they slow. They still slow.
what's up,
29 is the
TJ?
new 21. Shit.
Hey yo, they weird. They weird. Those are like the 2000 babies. They
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. They grow up and they
Yeah,
don't
and
get
got
out
all
of
this
Yeah,
the
technology and
game.
won't
Parents'
educate
house until
themselves.
about 30.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Educate
weird.
yourself.
My friend
Oh,
TJ's on
it's
there.
real. It's real shit. It's the way the world evolves and shit. It's the way it's programmed and shit. But, like, it's not his fault. It's the way. I mean, he's taught to like video games and the internet and shit, growing up and shit. Like and it's the same for us. We have to be aware of that. All of us ourselves.
But something happened to everybody when they started to learn, and people
Hey,
just didn't know them. Like
one
it
of my
had to be
friends
something that
TJ
happened.
is on there.
Hey, hold on real quick. I want to invite TJ on the panel. What's up, TJ? Hey, TJ appears to be a black man, and I was wondering if he came up to say something in defense of Frank from the racial slur. So, you got anything to say about that, TJ?
TJ, welcome on.
TJ ain't saying nothing, Frank.
Second, get back on.
Or he say something. I hear him.
Yeah.
He's trying to get away from the wife and kids.
Okay, say what?
No, I said it appears
TJ,
to me that you're a black man. I want to welcome you on the panel.
Yeah.
And I hear that you're Frank's friend. So I was hoping
Yeah.
that you had something to say in defense of Frank calling the police officer a nigger lover.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, for me, so for me, with like him growing up where he grew up and shit like that, us having the relationship we had, I don't really feel like he's a racist type of guy. I honestly feel like that's like heat of the moment type shit to where you're just like saying whatever comes to your fucking mind. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
hear
don't
you.
honestly believe like he meant ill will or like bad intentions with that shit because he's not racist. Like he's never been like
He ain't gonna say it around you. No, I'm just saying.
uh
No,
what
hold.
do you call it? Said it around me, you know, like
Is he like the kind of guy that would
we went
maybe
to
say
basic
that
training
word?
together.
Would he maybe say that word like on Call of Duty?
We
Uh-uh.
went to basic training together.
Okay,
And so it's a
On
okay.
lot.
Call
It's
of
a
So
lot
Duty.
of white.
I
if
mean,
he
And
wouldn't
in
so
say
it's a
basic
it
lot of
training,
on Call
actually,
of
racist. It's a
Duty,
lot
why
of
would he say
racist
it to a
people in.
cop?
like
But this the point. This the point. This the point. You may be tolerant of it because that's where your family probably moved to around a whole bunch of white people. Like, what's your background, homie? Because as a black person, you understand when a Caucasian say you nigga lover. Like, come on, it's no excuses
It's
for that.
yeah,
That's
it's
how a
different
person
than
really feels
saying
deep down inside. He just
yeah, it's
tolerated of
different than
you.
just saying
yeah,
just
I
the N
feel
word in
Come
itself.
on, man. No, it ain't. It's a difference when you add that sedative into it.
Mm-hmm.
That lover. That's different. That changes the whole dynamic of it.
That makes it
Yeah.
a whole different thing,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and his buddy came up here
so
sound like he
I
was
was
a
just saying
cop
is like
cosplaying.
since you added the lover sentiment to it, you feel like there was some intent to it, like there was actually like a belief
Yeah,
behind it.
because he's
You know what
trying
I'm
to throw
saying?
out.
But
He's
how
trying
did
to
you
throw out
feel?
both.
Hold on, real quick. How did you feel when you first heard it, TJ? Did you just dismiss it, or did you feel some kind of way?
I mean, I dismissed it because like the type of situation he's in, he's under a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? And me myself, I grew up in South Carolina, so I grew up a lot around a lot of racism. Like I rode in the back of fucking pickup trucks with rebel flags and shit. Like the racism shit does not bother me by any means, bro. Like don't get me wrong, I don't let that shit slide, but like you know what I'm saying, it does not bother me, bro. Like words,
Yeah,
it
because
it
it's in
doesn't.
front of you. You have to
No,
Oh
deal
wait,
with
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait,
You
because he
built up.
Shout
rolls
out to
with the
Level Eyes
guys
and
You
that
built
Say.
up.
are
You built up
racist.
so much of a block. You built up so much of a block because it's only you. Ain't nobody else saying nothing about it where you at because it's probably only a handful of y'all down there, and it's
yeah,
majority of
of
them.
course, of course.
You know
Like
what I'm
I'm
saying?
different.
So
You
yeah,
know
you
what I'm
got
saying?
to
I'm
be
not gonna react.
tolerated. You got to tolerate that
Are
shit.
we talking to
You got to
Clinton
tolerate
Bigsby?
that. Come on, boy. Come on, man. You gotta
Well,
wake up
Clinton Bigsby,
early in the
he said he
morning to
Right
rode
now,
in
try
the
to
back
pull
of
one
trucks
over me,
with
man.
that,
I've been
with
there,
the whole
done all
race of
that.
people.
Like I grew up, I grew up around a whole bunch of different type of nationalities, yo, and I could tolerate them. I could be around them, but
I get you. I
I
get
know
you.
where they really coming from, family. You know what I'm saying? It's my choice to chill around white people or Spanish people or whatever creed they are. You know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
investigating. I'm just
But
investigating.
family, man, once somebody say something out of anger and sitting there trying to prove valid points, oh yeah, you work with the cartel. You You trying to prove a point
yeah,
there.
like, but when you say shit like that, you're literally talking out of your ass, bro. Like he was
Man, come on,
talking
you
out of his
speaking
ass,
facts. How's that talking out your ass when you speaking facts?
because you don't really know this man's background. Like he doesn't think like a regular human fucking being, bro. Like
Who does? What is a
hey,
regular human being?
Chris
Whatever's regular
Cardell
to
is
you,
not,
listen, there's no such thing as
that
regular.
normal.
Let's get that point. Let's get that straight. Ain't no such thing as regular. Because what's regular to you ain't regular to me. What's regular to me ain't regular to you.
But it's
I don't
regular
know. I think
all across the country with me.
like
Nigga love
I'm gonna stop this real quick, and we're gonna watch a little bit more of this video until.
I was detaining you. I advised can we just hold off a minute? You didn't let me calm down at all.
Okay, listen. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in court of law. You have a right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney. That's fine. One will be appointed to you by a judge. You have the right to remain silent until a lawyer is available to answer any questions. You understand that? I told you were being detained. I needed you out of the vehicle because there was marijuana.
Okay, at this point, I want to tell you, you're going to jail. You're going to be arraigned in front of the judge. You need further. I'm talking about your arrest. Resisting arrest. I was actually arrested. Disobey the lawful order. The lawful order, I never made a mistake. I'd like to.
Gonna rip the whole seat out.
Yeah, they want to make sure what you fighting for, what you
That shit
arguing
never
so
been
hard
the same
about.
after that.
If you had it.
I don't
If
know
you
how
ain't got that, what you arguing for, what you fighting so hard. Word, Chantel. Word. Exactly. His words do speak volume.
I agree with you too, Snap Face, but when we asked that question about what he meant by it, you didn't hear it.
No, it's the point that he used a lover at the end of it.
Well, we had a discussion about that earlier, and
You
he
missed the
explained
You know
it.
what I'm
point.
saying?
That's a good point, but like,
It's just that,
ain't that a common thing in New York?
it's just that word alone and how it came out. Lover. You nigger lover. Everybody's thinking of just nigger. Oh, nigger.
No.
Nah.
You missed it earlier.
Once you add that,
Delved into that. We
once
delved
you
into
add
that
that
earlier.
one little, once you add that one little incentive into it, nigger lover, you fucked up there.
Well, here's a question too. Does he have any proof that who her spouse is?
Man, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
man.
it's a woman. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about her loving the fact that she gets to bathe in the ignorance of citizens all day.
No, does she go?
That doesn't
Is
make
her
any sense,
husband
bro.
a
Yeah, that don't make no
rationale?
sense at
How
all.
the fuck doesn't it
That
make
That
shit
don't
don't
make
make
Hey,
no
any
sense
listen,
sense.
I
at
gotta
all.
admit, that's a very
Your boy,
colorful way of using the word nigger. I never heard it used that
I
way
was just,
before. It was
yeah, I was
always
That
just
don't
doesn't
nobody,
make
asking.
more
any sense.
don't
demeaning
nobody walk. Don't, who
towards a
walk?
certain person or a certain group.
Yo,
hold?
resistant.
You
Yo,
heard my friend say
resistant.
I have a different mind.
Yo, resistant. Can I ask a question
Well,
real
let me
fast?
add anybody in it real quick. I know mostly everybody on the panel doesn't agree. Let me see who in the chat agrees with Frank's way of using the word nigger. If you agree with it, use one. Type in one. If you
It's
don't
like a
agree,
double
type
pizza.
two. I mean, because I'm trying to get an understanding.
Right, the two.
I don't agree with it.
Racist.
Nobody else agrees with it on the panel.
I'm
I mean,
saying, all
I
right,
don't
can
really
I ask this question real
much
fast? Hey,
agree
yo,
on that.
who walks around saying that they happy? Oh, I'm gay today.
Honestly, right, the two. Because I was blacked out.
Who's
I
gay?
couldn't tell
I'm
you.
gay
I couldn't
today.
tell you.
Oh, you're very gay.
I'm just telling my
You come,
background on using the word. That's all. I don't think anything of it except for the fact that somebody who loves the fact that
That's
We got
No, that's a
Dreamland
very good
Blue.
ignorance of
point with the
ignorant people.
lover.
We got
Yeah,
Dreamland
she
Blue
loves it.
who
She loves
agrees with
taking
Frank.
advantage of ignorant people. She loves it. She loves
hey
taking
yo,
advantage of ignorant people, and I'm just not one of them. That's
Okay,
what I say.
so if
hey
she
yo,
loves taking advantage of ignorant people, and she's taking advantage of you, are you calling yourself the N word and are you ignorant? That's
See,
the only way you can explain that shit. No, listen,
what I was
that's the only
referencing is
way you can explain that away. That's
that's
the
a good.
only way you
Oh,
can
well,
explain
you
that way.
calling
There's
her a
no other
lover of
way.
ignorant people?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to listen in order to get it. Okay. Yes, I'm calling the person in my position who is usually in my
now,
position. Anybody of any color who is usually in my position, stopped by a police officer, any color. Usually in that area, they're ignorant. They don't know what they're doing. They're being run over. They're being run through. They're being put money charges on. They don't have the money to pay for. I am not that person. That's what I was saying. You have come to the wrong person today. I am not your typical citizen of this county. I will make sure you pay for what you've done. That's why I say I'm not somebody you usually love to torment. And I
You're
did
not
not
making
mean it
any
in a
sense.
derogatory way towards color at all.
Yeah, he's not making no
You're
sense.
talking in circles.
But
Yeah,
see, the
he's
I'm,
thing
talking
I'm
in
is
talking in
that
circles.
the
we
circle
try
that if
to.
you can't understand, your head's up your ass, and I've got no help for you other than what I just said. Okay.
The
No,
thing
man,
is
nobody's
that.
head is
Wait
up
a
their ass. You
second.
just
Hold on,
don't
wait a
make any
second.
sense.
The
I,
thing is that we trying to look for police accountability within this video, and everything went wrong on your side. Uh, Up to the point when it was over excessiveness and they slammed your head to the ground. But we trying to say that prior to that, all this could have been prevented if you'd have just stepped out the car.
Yeah, let's talk about
You
the
know what
fact that I
I'm
have a disability. Let's talk about my disability because that makes all of what happened not criminally my fault at all, and there's a law against that.
saying? You know,
What's the law?
I'm gonna be honest. At that, I don't think she had the right to consider. I don't think she had to consider that at that time when you didn't even get it across. You didn't even get it across to her.
Well, I
Uh,
did. I did tell her I had a disability. She was not able to. She was not listening to it. She was not able to hear me because she was just running over me with whatever else. There's nothing there to listen to. I told her I have a disability. She actually says she heard me. If she heard me enough to say in the next part after attacking me, then she knew when she made the choice to attack me that I had one.
no, but Frank, you seen that when assistance came, they didn't assist with your disability. They assisted with helping her getting you out the car.
Because she failed to tell them that's a federal crime, failure to intervene. She knew I was not attempting to resist. She was
Yeah,
knowledgeable of the fact that I had a disability, and she didn't tell anybody any of that. That's
but
failure
hold
to
on,
intervene.
excuse me one moment, right? But if you seen other backup coming, why didn't you get out the car then? Then you knew
Excuse
you
you, I
was
said
right.
I was coming out. Why don't you look at the video again where it says I'm coming out, and then the guy with the taser comes up. When we finally get the other angle, the guy with the taser coming up, you see is pointing at my face, and I lock in on him out of fight or flight.
Yeah, he was just waiting for a male officer to come to
Get out of the car. I'll take the officer.
the
That's fine. Get out.
you guys were crazy. We got two choices to either kill you or
I need to see your hands no matter what.
That's a fact.
Get out of
That's
the
a
car.
fact right there. That's a
Get out.
big fact.
No, you stop. That's fine. You're ruining mine. Are you having physical ailment? I do not want to hurt you further. So get out
She
of the
admits
car.
she heard it.
Get out of the car. Well, you're asking
But in the next moment, she's twisting my arm up behind the door after she's saying she don't want to hurt me any further.
But what I don't understand is why she didn't respect the fact that you asked for an officer, knowing that
Hold on,
she's
y'all. I
not
can't
in a
hear y'all
position.
talk over the video. I'm at to mute y'all mics. As we look at the video and then we pause and we talk. Appreciate that.
Get out of the car. Why? Because this is your last opportunity. Because you're a Claiborne Sheriff's Department police officer, so I gotta listen to a corrupt thing you're doing. Stop. I don't want to get out yet. I don't care. Wait for a man to get here and I'll handle it with him. Why I'll handle it with him? Because I have a problem there. It's called a physical problem. That's not that. Wait for a man to get here. I don't care. We can stay right here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. Give me your other hand. No, give me your other hand. Don't hurt my arm. Well, then stop resisting. I'm resisting because you have no fucking right, bitch. That's why I'm resisting. I have every right to stop. I'm a citizen of the United States. You're supposed to protect and serve me, and you're not protecting or serving me. You're not doing either one of those. I don't care. You told me over about a tag. You smell marijuana. So you're manhandling me, bitch. It's part of it, dude. It ain't part of it, cunt. Stop. No. You're a fucking goddamn cunt, and you're a fucking flying ball. Okay. Yes, all of you Claiborne police officers are fucking corrupt cartel loving scumbag. All right. And I ain't playing games with you, fucking nigger loving ass. Okay. I'm not doing it. What are you on right now? I'm not on anything, man. I'd like it if you would let me go. No, I'm not letting you go. There ain't no reason for you to be like that.
All right, Wolfie, what you think? He let the officer know that he had a condition going on, He said he wasn't going. He wasn't trying to hurt her. He wasn't going to harm her. He wasn't violent. Do you think that was enough to turn the tables where she should have went a different route?
Um, in a way, but the bigger question is, what state is this, and is marijuana illegal? Is there probable cause if they smell marijuana?
All right, so I was looking that up, but I had a lot of things going on at once, and I wasn't able to get to it.
In New Jersey, my car could
I'm
smell like
pretty
fucking
sure I
banana
already
shit.
know Tennessee is not one of the states that legalize marijuana. I'm pretty positive of that.
What state?
Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't think it's legal there.
Yeah.
I think they might have a medical marijuana card kind of thing going on,
So
maybe.
you're saying going forward because she mentioned the smell was enough probable cause.
Right.
Whether or not if he mentioned that he had a situation going on health wise or what, right?
At that point, you're busted, bro.
They
Right.
sell hemp and D8 in the state of Tennessee, and other states' Supreme Courts have proven that any state that sells hemp or D8 in that state cannot any longer use marijuana probable causes smell.
You
For
got,
Tennessee,
you got,
so in Tennessee, is marijuana legalized?
No, listen, it's illegal, but what I'm saying is any Supreme Court in any state where it's been legalized that they sell hemp or a derivative or D8 at all,
What's
then
the
probable cause has been overthrown. And
what's
my case
the
would just be the first
Delta
case to make
8.
that happen.
Delta 8.
what's that?
Delta 8. That's Delta 8. That's the stuff they sell in the gas
Delta
stations and
8.
stuff.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, and it
okay,
smells just
Delta 8
like it. They're
discount.
not allowed to probable cause you anymore if they sell it in that state, and that's proven
Okay.
by multiple Supreme Courts.
Whoa. But it's illegal to have marijuana in Tennessee, correct?
Still, yes.
So if they smell marijuana, it's still probable cause.
No, because it's not illegal to have D8 or hemp marijuana in Tennessee.
But it's illegal. Did you have hemp and D8, and that's all that you had?
No,
What they
so the
find
thing
on
is,
you? Did they find
she wouldn't have
actual
known that by
flowers?
the
She's just
smell.
saying that's what she could have
It's a
smelled, and
non-incriminating
she
smell
didn't know if
anymore.
it was weed or
It's a
So
whatever.
what
non-incriminating
they
smell.
find on you? A pipe and actual weed?
Yeah, they found a pipe and 2 grams of actual weed, but the point is, beforehand, it's not
Before
an
that,
incriminating
before
smell.
that, before
It's
that, before
probable
that, the
cause.
smell. But the smell, though, he's talking about the smell. Like when she came up and she's like, "Oh, I smell weed." He's saying the smell isn't probable cause anymore because you got D8 and hemp. She doesn't know if she smelled hemp, D8, or regular weed.
She
That's
has
basically
probable
what I'm trying
cause because fucking weed in itself is illegal still to possess in Tennessee.
Right. It's
Now, you're not
federally,
understanding.
Essentially hemp,
it's
Delta
illegal to
8,
in
whatever
Tennessee.
In
aroma she
multiple
smells was a
states,
distinct
One
smell
probable
of
cause.
marijuana.
they've
So
proven that's
that's what
not.
she's going to use as probable cause to get him out the car. So
Oh yeah, she's
you were
got
right.
the probable cause, bro.
Yeah, like point blank.
She had in my opinion, she had the probable cause as well.
Oh, absolutely, because it smelled like weed. It didn't smell like Delta 8. It didn't smell
But
like fucking
So
hemp
wait a minute.
wire or
how does she
anything, or it didn't smell like
Frank,
electrical
It all
cord.
smells the same,
Frank
yo.
said.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look it up.
Hold on. Frank said in
Supreme
multiple
Court
states.
rulings.
Frank says in
Supreme.
multiple states it's been proven no PC. So I need you to send it to me. Send me that statute. Send that to me so I can put it up. You sent me that in the private chat. Let me put that up on the screen where we can read it. Talk to you, Frank.
I fucking read that shit like a champ.
Were you charged with having the weed?
Oh, Frank dropped out.
I'll examine that. He dropped out. Oh shit! I'll examine that shit. He knows
Maybe
he's
he coming back.
He
right.
probably
Maybe he come back. Maybe he's going to look for that law. But he was saying that any state that uses that sells Delta 8 or that hemp stuff
No.
Is
No.
If
accept.
it's not
Not
Supreme
true.
Court ruling, it doesn't matter. Because if it's lawful
Well,
in
I
a
thought
certain
they were
Supreme Court
giving.
in that state, yeah,
Because
the
here
Supreme
in
Court in that
Boston, because
state in that district.
here in Massachusetts, Supreme Court ruled that like just because an
But is
officer
it the
smell
state
weed, don't
Supreme
give them
Court or
buckets.
is it the Supreme Court? Supreme Court. There's a difference. The
Supreme
state
Court,
Supreme
Supreme
Court
Court.
has their own. Every state has their own Supreme Court. The regular Supreme Court is over all of that. So it
Well,
depends
whatever
on if
Supreme
you're
Court
talking
it
about
is,
in his district, because there's certain districts, like each district has their own where it would be applicable.
Yo, does anybody know what Delta 8 and hemp smells like?
nothing.
Probably
Yeah.
smell like weed, but if it smell like weed,
No,
Probably
it
they
smell like
don't.
can't determine it,
paper
and that's
products or
their
No,
something.
it
probable
don't.
cause. Either way it go. After that,
It
they
don't.
determine if it's weed or not.
Smells
If
like
they determine it's
nothing.
weed
It's
after the
like
fact,
old
then they
books.
can't.
Yeah,
If they
It
it
smell like
determine
smells
that
like
it's
straight
old
Delta
brown
books.
8
paper
after
bag.
the fact,
No,
then
no.
yeah.
Weed smells like weed, and that shit smells like fucking papers.
Not to somebody who don't smoke weed. It smell
Yeah,
like it
Right,
all smell the same to them.
yeah, exactly. Oh, it's part of the
yeah.
same product, so you can't. And it's like trying to use a law that doesn't apply,
Would
and it's not fucking. I mean, I guess maybe that's why he left and shit. I guess he felt embarrassed.
All right,
Yeah,
look, I'm gonna mute y'all mics real quick. I'm gonna move on to the next. We got Frank dropped out, right? But we still got TJ in. Good looking out, TJ. Hang around. I'm gonna switch this whole joint. We stayed on Frank videos enough, so I'm gonna move on to the next video. This is actually a video I uploaded today. It actually comes from Junkyard News. That's where I seen it at. So let's get into this joint. Just switch it real quick because we've been on that for a while.
I know what you picked up over there, okay? What I picked up? Yeah. Come on. Get out, come on. What no, I ain't been out the car till y'all tell me what's going on. I'm about to tell you what's going on. Come on. No, bro. What's going on? Let me record this. Okay. Y'all got y'all what y'all got y'all camera on? Recording right now, so come on out. What's going on? Yeah, come on out. Come on out. Oh, no, don't grab me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. Well, we're telling you, give me a lawful order. If you don't get out, you're about to get ripped out of the car. Well, go ahead. So don't. I got a bank problem. Don't rip me out. I'm not trying to do that. So come on out. Come on out. We'll explain it to you. We're trying to tell you, dude. Come on. Step out of the car. Let me go. No, I'm not letting you go. Bro, let me go. This is your last chance, man. Get the fuck out. No, I'm not letting you go. Bro, let me go. Chance, man. Get the fuck out.
Do y'all hear the choke? Y'all hear that choking going on? He's choking. As y'all see the still frame of the man's tongue hanging out his mouth, he's being choked continuously. We got Frank back, y'all. He must have got that law word. Frank, I'm gonna bring you in, but we're gonna watch this video first, and then we're gonna come back to that law work. All right, bro?
Okay.
All right. Maybe Wolfie, did you wanted to hear what he had? Maybe you could look it up while we're watching the video.
what he had with what?
When he was saying that the states. What were you saying, Frank, about the if states?
Well, what I'm saying is I sent an article in relevance to Florida, but some states that have hemp and D8 for sale have had cases like this come up, and they have now clarified that anybody stopped with the smell of weed that sells hemp or D8 in the state can no longer use that as probable cause. And then I have sent an article also that says when Tennessee started selling hemp and D8 in the state.
Yeah, I got one question. Does D8 or hemp smell like weed flower?
Yes, it does. It does. It's actually proven that it can no longer be determined which is the one unless it goes to the lab. So that's why they're not allowing it to be an incriminating
All right,
smell.
wait a minute, real quick.
In a
Hold
state,
on, Wolfie, real quick. Frank, you got that? You got that law to give to him so he can look it up?
I sent it to the chat. I sent the chat to you. It's just in Tennessee. It's an article about Tennessee that they started selling hemp and D8 in Tennessee the year that they started it. The Senate passed the whatever. It's in the article, and then in the article about Florida shows that there was a ruling on them not being able to use the smell of marijuana because they sell hemp and D8 there. And that's no longer an incriminating smell. Those are like the things that we are referencing. My attorney and I, if it goes to the weed and getting it dropped completely, is that because probable cause needs to change in Tennessee. It's outdated.
Fair enough. That was my
Same circuit
question.
court.
Have one
Is it the
addition.
same district?
But in addition, the smell of weed is also could be weed.
Check it.
I
So I
don't
used
know
to work
how
on a lab in Atlanta.
probable cause works there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? You know how we know how a warrant works, and we didn't have any of those.
Hey
Could have
Frank,
had one of those in minutes. As long as it took the police chief to get there and talk about the taser use, he saw the taser use. As long as
Hey,
it took
look,
him
I
to
don't
get
like
there, they
none
could
of
have had a
this.
warrant.
I don't like none of this. I think it's all bullshit, really. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit laws. But like it's fucked up. Like the man they run shit, bro. It's fucked up. It
yeah.
sucks.
The only
Florida
reason why
might
the
not be in the
DA
same district area as Tennessee. Like
And it's
Florida,
not because
if it's
they're N
Florida
lovers
state,
or anything. Just to make that clear to you. It's because they fucking hate people, man. These law enforcement people hate people, right? And some of them hate freaking black people too and
We gotta
Spanish
stop
people.
accepting that. It's time for them to protect and serve like they're told, or go away. Like, no, we're not doing it anymore.
These
Protect and
people
serve
hate
or get off
people,
the
bro.
fucking block.
Yeah,
well, that's all of them then. Shit.
and that word, yo, please take that shit and please rinse it from your heart, yo. Just get it out of there, man. Never use that shit again. Just know
He ain't
how
gonna use it
fucking
after this.
painful.
Well, let me
Just
say
know
this
how
real quick.
painful that shit is to
I
people.
got it on the screen, Frank.
We're not trying to get on some like political rant against. Well, I don't know what everybody else. Personally, I want you to reflect on yourself today and
Hold on, go
say,
back to
dude,
the
that
the
wasn't cool of
resistance. Go
me.
go
I
go
would
back up
never
to
do that.
was go back
Hold
up.
on real quick. I wanted to say to Frank,
I'm listening.
this is the legality of the CBD thing. And you said they caught you with Delta 8 and hemp?
No, I'm saying they caught me with actual like bud I got from Tennessee, but they couldn't tell the difference at the time. Their nose is unable to determine whether or not it's an incriminating smell anymore based off of the state selling
Man,
CBD and
listen, oh
D8
my god.
that smells
No,
like marijuana.
that's bullshit.
Yeah, but you see this line right here, line 3, if in the possession of an individual who has proof of order or recommendation from the issuing state. The individual should also provide proof that they or an immediate family member is suffering from epilepsy or intractable seizures diagnosed by a licensed doctor and that the oil contains less than 0.9% THC.
How was
And
the
see,
So,
marijuana
that's a
package?
constitutional law. That's a violation of my constitutional rights. They can't determine how much THC could be in my medication.
Wolfie,
My
which one?
doctor
It
has a
says the
THC.
individual should also provide proof.
Right.
Mhm.
That the oil
How
contains
was the
less
Well,
than
marijuana
Florida,
0.9%
package?
Florida
So
is
there's a
not in
THC.
the
probable
Sixth
cause
Circuit.
comes first, and then you show proof, and then it should be issue resolved. But it's
They
But
didn't
not
ever
the
afford me
what you
that
say
thing
opportunity.
is,
it
mostly
is.
the
It
thing
ends up being
is,
flour, which is not what it is.
but the thing is, his doctor is in New York.
No, yeah, my
His medical
medication is different.
documentation is from his medical medicinal use for marijuana documentation is from New York.
Well, I know from the
Where
start
you get the
that
weed
if
from
they smell
then?
marijuana
Where
and
the
it's
weed come
illegal,
from?
they have
The
to.
weed came from the guy in Tennessee. I mean, what are you? I'm not running up and down the coast.
No, this shit's illegal.
Not for
They
2
smell
grams.
marijuana. They have probable cause, right?
Well, I
At
mean, they
that point,
deliver
they just have
nowadays.
it. They have it, and then this just proves, like, if they smell it, then you have to provide that proof that they or
She didn't give me
an
any time to.
member of
I
the
told her.
family
She
is
said it does
able
not.
to.
It does not. She said whatever your documents are in New York, it do
Nah,
not
you choose
validate
to
into
argue.
Tennessee.
You choose to argue. You choose to argue and cause confrontation.
If you don't argue, you. I mean, listen. If
No,
she got me out of the car,
you
there's no
supposed
telling how our
no,
altercation could have happened outside the car. Me and
what
her one on
happened
one. She could have shot me dead.
what happened was you supposed to gave her the credentials. That's the
They
point
shouldn't have
right
cracked
there,
your
my
head
boy.
open, but everything else
There
you
wasn't
did
any time to
around
give her
that,
the credentials.
everything else you did around that was fucking
Banana.
You had
retarded.
plenty of time, my boy. You had
Like,
plenty of time, my boy.
and it's a learning lesson. Everything else you did around it was like pretty fucking stupid, but like they shouldn't have cracked your head open. That's the only thing I took from the whole.
Yeah, I don't agree with that as well. I always stood by that since the beginning. Since I
I
uploaded
don't
the
agree with
video,
people should
it
be
should
getting
be
arrested for
classified.
weed. That's stupid. First, but that's the fucking law and the bullshit. The game.
I should got like a ticket and been left out of jail. Like, they put me in jail because they beat me up, but they didn't want
Is
to
it
look bad.
decriminalized? Is it decriminalized in Tennessee?
It is
They
because
said I assaulted
she
4
told her that
officers.
she
Wait,
told
is it decriminalized? Hold on.
yeah,
Is
but
marijuana
she told
decriminalized in Tennessee? Hold
listen,
on.
she
Oh yeah,
told
they're
her
working on making money off of it right now.
Hold on, hold on. Is it decriminalized though? That would have just been
I would assume that it is
Not
decriminalized
yet.
because she
Nah, it
told
ain't.
him that he would have just got off with a ticket, that he was just being detained. Did y'all hear that part?
Yeah, I heard it. Mm-hmm.
So that sounds like that it is kind of like most of the states now, most of the cities have decriminalized weed. Most
Well,
of
let
them.
me tell you about Arizona. They just we had the medical card at first, and now it's recreational smoking. Thank you very much. And if since they passed that new law where it's recreational, they have it along with that law or that statute is that if you were arrested before or charged or anything, you can get expunged from your record. We don't need no card. Frank, you got what is that? The card
Yeah. All right.
from New York?
yeah. You see, if it was decriminalized, they wouldn't have to like arrest you, right?
Well, if it's the criminal,
But
that's why I was asking. Did he still have? Was he charged with the weed? Because if they have decriminalized it and they changed the law, like I said they did in Arizona, anybody that got charged ever before, like years ago, if they had a weed
that
charge, it can be expunged from
Yeah,
expunged,
they
your
but
don't like
record
it,
that.
now,
it can be expunged, but it can't be reversed and
just
shit. Really.
because they passed it.
Stop injustice. You going out. Your mic is going in and out.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, you sound like a robot a little bit though.
Your ass sound
Right.
like a robot right now too.
What do we think about the constitutional right to travel and the constitutional right to Medicaid? Like, what in the hell? Why do states get to determine whether or not I get to take my marijuana somewhere? But I could, if I was a pillhead, I could go from A to Z wherever I want.
I
because
think if it's
I
legal
answer that
everywhere
really
else, I
quickly.
mean, it shouldn't be a problem.
I'll an-
Wait a minute, one at a
I'll
time,
an-
man.
I'll answer it. Answer it. I can't even talk. Answer that really quickly. Um, it's because the pharmacies have a pharmaceutical contract and they can sell you drugs, right? But if I sold you a Percocet, right, I'd go to
Oh, they
jail.
slamming you.
Oh, because the pharmacy don't want you make the money.
Yeah, they'll split my head open like Frank. You know what I'm saying? They'll be
Well,
like, and
that's
then they'll
why
put me
weed
in
is
jail.
legal
They'll be
now,
like,
so they can make their money.
criminal.
But Frank, listen, that none of that shit's worth it after you got your head busted. All right, like you don't. That's a fight that you just don't want to go. You don't want to go head up on. Like I'm telling you, we got
I don't like
one.
what they do to people, man. I mean, it's kind of a fight I did want to get up on. I don't like what they're doing to people. I was standing my ground because I don't like what they're doing to people.
There's a fight between the First Amendment audit community thing and all that stuff that you see online, and the fact that they smelled marijuana and had probable cause.
Look, let's get back to this other video. Though.
These are doing what?
Oh, Johnny, what's going on? What's going on? She hurt, man. He was wrapped up, so he had the news saying. At the house? Yeah, we need to go there now.
What is this?
This is another video we switched to when you got off.
I see.
This is a guy who got punched in the face by a police officer.
I know what you picked up over there, okay?
I just watched that and he gets choked, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one. That one was nuts.
Tell me what's going on. I'm about to tell you what's going on. Come on.
That ain't right.
What's going on? I can record this. Y'all got y'all recording right now, so come on out. What's going on?
It sounds really bad. Like it's not right.
Well, we're telling.
Yeah, he kind of looked like you, except that he's black and he got out the car. You know.
You give me a lawful order. If you don't get out, you're about to get ripped out of the car. We'll go ahead. So don't. I got a bank problem.
You have to leave the car. It's fucked up.
But what I'm trying to tell you is he still gets punched in his fucking face, man.
And he still got fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Don't trust these motherfuckers. Don't get out the fucking car. What the hell are you trying to tell me get out the car for?
You have to.
You have to get your ass beat one way or another. So either take it in the car or out of the car. Your choice.
Out of the car. Why am I going to be sitting down in a fucking car?
I'm an animal in a cage. I'd rather be in a cage than stay in the cage and let them try to fuck me in a cage than rather pull me out outside where there's a bunch of them.
No, they'll just
what are you trying to talk about? Let myself get.
There's a team of these mother.
I got a team too. Why do you think I just called? I just call my team.
Everybody's muted, bro.
No, clear. You got your camera. Put it in my face. Your camera, bro. Punch me in my face. Somebody punch me in my face. CP's up on one. Yeah, we have to make sure. If we're not, we don't have anything. Fucking punch me. No, man, let me go. It's still there. Yeah, we have to make sure. If we're not, we don't have anything. CP's up on one.
16, 17.
So I just want to make a statement to you have rights in the chat. You have rights. Cops have duties. So we're not questioning the fact that if you got to get out the car or not. We're questioning the fact that if your life is in danger, then you should get out the car.
They lost sight of the box, and this car left. We stopped it. We didn't want to get out. We had to extract one. It's not there. Yeah. Yep. We got Wookers.
Accidental by resident.
I was thinking the same thing, level.
See if they're off. Naz.
It just said it, Moon Donkey.
It's on the porch still. Hey.
Shout out to Black Man Op. He just ducked out, but he left me a message, told me he was leaving. Have a good night. Be safe, bro.
He's been pacing around. Okay, but it has to. Somebody's got to grab it and bring it in. Yeah, ask Jamie if that's good enough for us to go in. Well, somebody has to grab it. Somebody has to take possession of it.
Wow.
He was getting all locked up. So. Just deal with him. We'll probably just get. I mean, again, we have. Oh, we might. Right. So just make sure he's okay when EMS is here. Okay.
So the backstory of this is that there was a bag of narcotics on somebody's property, on the porch of somebody's property, and he was the one last seen to go on that porch. Police seen him go on that porch, and they automatically assumed that he took the bag. I don't know what his relationship was to the people that owned the property, but he did go there and he left. They pulled him over. He asked them for what. They told him they seen him grab a bag. He didn't have anything. They drug him out the car and punched him in his face. Any thoughts?
I don't know. I've been shot and I didn't cry like that. I didn't cry at all, actually. So I don't know.
I would like to say I congratulate him for the crying because it's all on the record.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That really helps him. It shows how traumatized he is if he wants to pursue this civilly. You know what I mean?
I don't know
That's
about the
all I
crying
heard.
though.
Like I thought about what you were saying. Like, yeah, he's crying all wimpy and shit. So that's perfect though. So, and it sounds very natural. It sounds like he's extremely upset. I think that he did a good job, whether it's real or fake. Fucking congrats for him. That's what you want to get on the camera.
Shout outs to I.E. Dixon, my man I.E. Dixon in the chat. What up, bro? Stop injustice. So you got a problem with all the crying he did, huh?
Well, like I said, I was shot and I did not shed a tear. But I mean, to each his own, I guess.
Right.
I think it was genius, whether it's real or fake. I don't know. I can't determine. I'm not going to be the grand judge of that shit, right? But I think it came off as sincere and natural. I think it's a good job by him to get that on the record. That's on the record.
Oh, he was legit crying. I'm sure about that. But man, I just can't. I can't feel it.
I would put on the damn show, yo. Shit, man, I'll put on a damn show.
Being on the ground like
I work with the
Ezel,
resistance. The resistance put on a damn show just for freaking fucking fun. You know what I'm
acting like
saying?
acting like Ezel when you slipped on the floor.
You
On the
didn't
floor.
read about this, sir.
Get your hand out. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying, man. I do thank you.
I was talking about Pennsylvania v. Mills, Mister. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, Frank dropped
Check out my video when I didn't get out of the car and I was talking big shit to the cops. 300,000 views. Thank you very much. And the chief of police with his punk ass.
300,000 views on what?
Oh, and when I was out in Illinois and the chief of police was out there and all the ass started surrounding the car and stuff. You
Yeah,
know, you
what's
got the video.
What's your channel name, girl? Shit.
I don't have a channel. It's on Resistance channel. It's on
Oh,
Rogue's channel. It's on
I like that.
who got
San
the
Juan Queen
who got the
Jr.'s channel.
who got the 300,000 views though?
I got 200,000 on Rogues. I just got another 100,000 from San Joaquin Jr.'s channel, and
Damn,
I,
he's
I
counting
think it was
that
like
shit.
20,000 from your channel or so. I think you said it was at 48,000 on Facebook. I don't know, but you know,
Nah, it's way more than 20,000 on Facebook.
I don't know what it is on Facebook, but all I know is it's at least 350,000 views. Thank you very much. You gotta get out the car. You gotta get out the car. You have your rights. Yeah, Wolfie just said it. Complying with the law at
See,
that point.
yeah, and he's doing it for the record. I like this guy.
Complying with the law. Thank you very
Oh no,
much.
no, he's crying after that.
Pray all you want. He ain't answering. Thank you, Focus Within.
I probably can't take you, but I think I take your mother. Get your hand on me, bro. For real. One of y'all boys punch me in my fucking face and it hurt. I gotta go back into my children and my grandchildren at home and they gonna I'm gonna have a fucking black eye because y'all motherfuckers what a black cop there.
Thank you, Level Eyes. I didn't see that.
Anybody get it? Anybody get it? But for real, bro, I don't care how much hatred you hate against me. You hate it when you hate me, you hate God too, bro. I'm telling you now, we might be different, but deep down inside, we the same color flipping. For real, I don't care what's going on or what you think of conspiracy, my nigga. On the real, you had no business choking and putting on me like that. I would have complied only if you would let me know what the fuck was going on. I told you, punch me, throw him to the ground. That's ruthless, that's thuggish. And y'all call us motherfuckers. Please, you don't pay mine.
Yeah, I love to hear the follow up on this one, man.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
everybody went home. They had a barbecue and shit. They swam. The fucking sun went down, and that was done.
hey, listen, I'm about to cut this one. I'm hungry. I'm about to make 2 turkey sandwiches and call it the night.
All right, bro.
Gee,
Indeed.
it's been 2.5 hours live streaming.
That's
I,
right, bro.
I
2.5 hours.
appreciate y'all, man. We had an interesting live tonight with Frank Castle and his video, American Racists versus Tyrant Police. Did I title it correctly, y'all? At least, I mean, I told him myself. I said I heard it and it sounded racist to me. So that was the
So wait a
first.
minute. He got in contact with you with the video or what?
No, I found it. I found this video
But
on
how did you get
YouTube.
in touch with him though?
I left him a message on this video on
Oh,
YouTube,
okay.
and it had 1 view on it. It was out for like 22 hours. Just so y'all could go to his channel. Let me pull his channel up. It was out for 22 hours and only had one view. So I started watching it, and up to the point where his head started bleeding, I said, "Whoa, this needs to be shown."
Well,
I
when the
didn't
guy got
even,
choked, I couldn't watch that one. As soon as I saw him get choked and started crying, I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah,
I
but
couldn't watch it.
but 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 look, man, just like
no,
on like the fair side and shit. Like, do I condone stupid racism? Hell, should he have gotten his head busted in? I don't think so. I think that was wrong.
no,
But
hold on,
at the end of all
yo,
things,
yo, your volume went out, bro. It went all like get this here.
I thought I was just high or something. Okay.
Your volume went out.
uh, at the end of all things, like
Dusty Rose. Oh my God.
he shouldn't have been racist, right? He shouldn't have got his head cracked. But uh, oh no, the guy isn't like a little there and shit, and he kind of admits it, to us.
Well, here's his channel right here, y'all. If y'all want to go there, it's called Frank Castle. He has 5 subscribers, and
I got 600 now. Over 600. Can you believe that? I don't even know why I
congratulations,
got subscribers. I don't even have a channel.
congratulations.
I guess. I don't know what to do with it, but hey, I want to send Wolfie the video so he can see it. Let me know what you think, Wolfie. I'm a fan over here. You know what
Send,
I'm
send,
saying?
send it over. I got my email in every one of my descriptions.
I've got several of them. The police know me by name, email, phone number,
I'll make a
all that
little
shit.
collab
They
of
can't
you,
stay out
yo.
here because I know my rights.
You sound like you hold that shit down. So I'll make a little collab, yo. I'll be like, go to hell
Oh,
over there, yeah. You're gonna see some fucking fire shit.
you have no idea what I've been going through. TR know what's up. Like, I've been going through it for 5 years with these cops out here. They've been harassing me and my whole family. I got all type of evidence and body cam and
Yeah, that's
emails and
all they
everything. How they been
do.
setting up me and my family for prison and stuff. So yeah, I had to learn the law real fast. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. But now I'm all up in the case law. I can find it. I can find it everywhere. I can read it. I can comprehend it. Court rules,
Hmm. Hmm.
rules of court, and everything. So
You won't believe, yo. I'm in the middle of like a bunch of tyrants, but in my little town,
I'm in Mesa,
like
Arizona. You seen
the
Direct
cops
D,
don't
right?
mess with nobody around here for whatever reason. I can't prove shit. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's a little like cover up for kingpins or some shit. But in my little town, and where I'm protected, I feel safe. I'm not gonna get harassed by cops. But all the
Wow.
towns around it are fucking terrible, and everybody gets hit.
Hey, real quick, I had to pause you real quick, Buffy. I'm about to go eat. Y'all go ahead and talk, do what y'all want to do, but I'm about to go in the next room and make my food. So, and then after that, I'll be cutting it off. Go ahead.
Thanks for the little eyes. But yeah, I'm in the same state, the same city actually where Direct D is. Direct D didn't put a couple of my videos out as well. I'm out here in Mesa, Arizona. So if you've seen his videos, you would
Okay.
know his tyranny. You know what kind of tyranny I've been going through.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
Um,
terrible out there in Arizona. Almost all of
it's very
Arizona is
bad.
bad.
I mean, I got emails how they've been plotting and scheming against me and my family. So it's crazy. It's been real crazy. How they've been, and I've never really given them a reason to even act like that. I think it's the fact that I'm a gun carrying citizen and a black woman. They have an issue with that. Me and my husband, he's a black
But
man, and we both armed citizens. They don't like that out here too much. So
so what's your channel?
my channel name is Stop Injustice. I don't necessarily have any content on my channel. I've shared my videos
Okay.
with Rogue Nation and Direct D and uh,
Oh, through email or something.
right, and San Juan King Jr. So they've all highlighted some of the stuff that I've been through. So
Yo,
Um,
email me. My email's in every description that I have on my videos. If you want to email me things to look at, I'll make a dope ass video. You know how I don't know if you saw my videos, but I put people's shit together. They're so
yeah, I
proper.
don't know how to do some of this stuff, so I would
I
love
make
to put
people
all
look
my
like
documents
heroes.
out there and everything, and to prove that they've been harassing me and conspiring, and just me, and not just me, my family members as well. I have a couple of family members sitting in prison right now because of their lies and their deceit. So I'm been fighting for 5 years against them for my family members, and it's like they just won't stop. But I'm not gonna stop. I've been out there on the corner with a sign saying that they were corrupt, and I lived right across, like down the street from the police station. I mean, they would swarm the area when I would come out there with my gun on my hip and my sign in my hand. So they know me. They've been doing intel, all type of stuff. So yeah,
Right,
they
right, right.
suppose out here. As you can see, that I mean, that's exactly how they are. They just straight gang members in the door. Like there's no talking to them. There's no none of that. Thank you, Baron.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really
Okay.
care about our feelings or anything. They're robots. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. They're
Well,
robots.
they have people on their side. I mean, they even the
No, they're
media,
doing their
they're
job
all
for the
involved as
hammy
well.
part. They're going for the pension. So they're going to do whatever they have to do until they reach retirement, you know?
Well, the media helps them out too. I've got evidence
Oh, of
of that as well.
course.
So
Oh.
they all cover for each other. Um,
Yeah, they have the unions and everything, dude. Like, and it's hard. Like, people don't want to become cops, dude. You can make more money not being a cop. Cops think, oh, this is a great job. I make 3 times more than I would make if I worked at Amazon, you know? But, like, really, they're getting into a gang that just does bad shit to people and steals money from
yeah,
away from the dinner table. Um,
and they go home pretending like they're heroes. And if
you
they
can
really
tell the
only knew
cops
what they're
all
doing to
day,
people,
hey, how many tickets did you give
I
out
can't hear
today?
you.
Only 2 or 3. Okay, how much food took off the dinner table today? And
Yeah,
they'd be like, oh, I wouldn't call taking food off the dinner table. It's just a ticket. They wouldn't even go there. You know, cops will
yeah,
think that, you know, and
yeah.
and it is what it is. Yeah, like they're not gonna they recognize it in their heart when you ask them, but then their ego reflects their answer, and it's
Well,
just
they love torturing people who don't comply. So that's where it goes in. That's where it starts at. If you don't just listen to what they say and do what they say, it's over. It's over. It's a battle though. The war has just begun though, and they'll find
yeah.
out.
Hey, what's next? Martial law? Is that better?
I mean, that's what they're trying to get to. I mean, they have all these powers and they not supposed to.
Yeah, we can defund the police all we want, but then where does it go from there? Martial law?
Well, nobody say they need to leave, but they need to get it together.
'Cause you know what
I
I'm
mean,
talking
a lot
about
of that
with
shit they
martial law,
doing is like
right?
unlawful, and they don't even know it half the time. As
Martial
you can,
law
but
means that we're gonna have bases, army bases, like Iraq had, like Afghanistan had, like
I
right
mean, we
there.
already got them on the street with the tanks. So I mean, I got a couple of those videos at my
Oh,
house
that
with
takes
the
right
tank.
by too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That happens too. They're like, hey, the police are defunded like everybody wanted now. But it's not the truth, you know? It wasn't what really everybody wanted. It was the idea. And then fucking now the government, the federal government is taking over everything, you know? Hey, that's what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. Like, you're gonna say, everybody wanted this. It's perfect, right? Now it's the soldiers that we love and trust. And then the soldiers that we love and trust will do bad things to us too.
I mean, they're just following orders, as they say, right?
Just following orders, and that's very bad. That leads to bad things. It's led to genocide.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but
like,
if you can get away with it, they gonna keep on doing it, and that's what the problem is. The power of getting away with it.
that's
Anything
right.
goes
It's
to their
led to
head.
genocide. It's stolen family members and generations of family members from history. And it's still acceptable. It's pretty funny to me
Yeah, they.
that people can
I
say,
don't.
"I'm just following orders."
I see they're getting charged more and more now, but it's like it don't just. It's not just in the cops. It's the system. Like out here in Arizona, they discovered that the DA was working with the Phoenix Police Department to charge protesters that were protesting the George Floyd thing last year, that they were plotting with them to charge people, even though the body cams and everything didn't
The DA was
correlate.
working with the police
Yes,
department.
yes, yes. It's a whole news
Dude,
story on
that's
it.
like
I
the
have to send it to you.
opposite of any other fucking city in this time. Fucking
Hmm.
shit.
Oh yeah, you know what? The news stopped short of talking about all that. They didn't go. I haven't heard anything else about that part. They did question them a little bit about, hey, what's up with the DA conspiring with these folks, because the DOJ came and investigated and found that part. But
Right.
that's what I've been screaming for the longest. Like they all scheming and plotting, and if you read some of these case laws that I'm going through with some of my family members, you can see how they see things are wrong, but they don't care about subverting justice to imprison you out here. Especially the black folks, they can't stand it. So
Right.
they can't do slavery anymore. They can't be overtly racist, but they found another way to enslave us, and that's the prison system out here. And it's people in jail doing 10 years for weed. And the courts found that he wasn't even
Crazy.
intoxicated. He wasn't even intoxicated at the time, but because he had the weed in his system, they still
What
gave him
state?
10 years in prison for it.
What state?
Arizona.
Oh yeah, cause Arizona. Fuck, yo,
But
Arizona's
it's
so
legal
fucked
now.
up.
It's legal now.
Yo,
It's legal now.
In Philadelphia, the fucking police hate the DA. His name's
Hmm.
Krasner.
Well, that's got to be
They
nice.
fucking hate Krasner, right? They're like, that
Hmm.
motherfucker is fucking everything up, right? But Krasner's trying to play the political role with the whole BLM and all the fucking movement shit. And then
Hmm.
they're all like on the police union side shit, and it's a big clash. It's all fucking crazy, right? Crash is trying to please shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Politically. And uh,
And that's what it's about.
realistically, it's
Saving your
bullshit.
ass.
I- In my beliefs, I believe that the only police we should have is detectives that solve uh, uh, homicides, rapes,
But they don't,
burglaries,
though. They
robberies.
don't. I'm telling you, detectives help put my people in prison. They helped, even and
Right, but
ignored
that's
evidence.
it though. Not cops on the run though. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about strictly fucking like. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, once you give anybody some kind of power, it's just fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like it just sucks,
I
dude.
mean, it's about protecting your own job. I mean, those government jobs are pretty cushy. You get a lot of benefits from it, and
Yeah,
that's why they never accept the responsibility for anything, because they
because it
can't,
becomes
because
a
if they do,
business.
you lose your job. You lose your job if something happens on your watch, and
Or if they
they got
don't need
sued.
you
They got
anymore.
sued. They got sued or something, and you helped them get sued. You're getting fired. It doesn't matter what you tried to do or what you did. So that's why they never accept blame for anything. Anything they can't, because we can get sued and we can't get sued, and I can't allow them to sue us, because if I blamed for it, I'm losing my job. And that's what it's all about, job protection, because it's cushy. I mean, you can drive and speed whenever you want. You get in where you want. You got all these book deals, and you're getting paid. They're getting paid tons of money, and why would you want that to stop? It's like a drug dealer. You keep dealing the drugs
Right,
for that money.
exactly,
For that money, you need that
exactly.
money, and you got to get that dough, and that's what it's all about.
So, but my idea was like give everybody back their Second Amendment, right?
Absolutely.
And give everybody back their Second Amendment. Everyone who hasn't used a gun for a crime, right? To rob a store, something that just takes away from life, liberty, and property and shit.
Well, it
So,
doesn't matter out here though, because black folks can't use guns out here. It's already been proven with my family members.
well,
You
guns
can't
can be
protect you can't
gotten
protect yourself
anywhere. Well,
out
guns
here.
can be gotten. That's neither here nor there. Guns can be gotten anywhere too. But so
Well, I'm
give
talking about legal
everybody their
guns.
gun rights. Give everybody their gun rights and shit, except for those who aren't deemed worthy of theirs. You're still gonna have those people who have sentences that say that they're not worthy of having their
Well,
Second Amendment and shit.
that's
They're
why the
still
laws
gonna have
don't work.
guns. They're still gonna have guns. All right, we understand this, and this makes it even more important for giving us back our Second Amendment rights. Right now,
Well, it's
everybody who's
making it hard for us.
a responsible gun carrier, you know, should have their Second Amendment rights unless they irresponsibly use their gun, whether it be in the act of committing a crime or that's pretty much the only thing, and
Well, it's constitutional carry out here. So, but it doesn't matter though when you black and you got a gun. I can guarantee it. You can't
right,
protect yourself out here. Yeah, if they don't like you, they make sure that goes off the table. They make sure that you don't protect yourself.
who
I have
does?
people in prison right now. The state out here.
Oh,
It's
the cop.
constitutional carry, and I have people that are in prison that defended themselves, legally defended
Okay,
themselves
I thought
in
you were
their
talking about
own
the
home.
neighbors or something.
No, I'm talking about my peoples in their own
Okay.
home, and they sitting in prison right now for defending themselves in their own home.
No, when you were saying
So,
they, I was like, who? The neighbors?
but it's a couple of my family members, like they both were defending themselves, and it didn't matter. They made sure that it didn't. They covered up things and everything, and the DA helped them.
Yeah,
They helped
yeah.
them cover
So,
up certain facts to make sure it wasn't self defense and that it was something else.
right, right on, right on. So,
But you'll know about it. I'll let you know all about it. We'll have to get in more detail, but we're on the live
yeah,
right now. I can't
yeah, yeah. But
go into
I was
all
just
of it.
getting into the thing where everybody should have their guns back, and the cops
But
that do this shit right here that you're seeing, they just go and pull people over and just say, "Oh, your tail lights out now. Oh, it smells like weed. Oh, this and that and the other thing. I'm gonna tear your seat out and all this other shit. And I'm just gonna run all through your personal fucking vehicle. That shit pisses me off every time I see it, whether you're right or wrong, because like, oh, it's because he smells like burnt plants. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know?
yeah,
I smell
and
burnt plants. I need to search your car. That's what it sounds like to me. And it sounds stupid. And I don't like it. And it's dumb. I
yeah,
thought we
because I
were in
mean,
the
you can take some
country.
pills that can distort your mind and drive a car. So I mean, you know,
Oh my god, it smells like maybe somebody has some burnt plant matter ruminating from their clothes or whatever it is. So I have the um
right to go
fucking
through your shit.
luxury of going through all your car now. Fuck out of here. I don't like that. I'm not condoning it and shit, but it is the little fucking stupid little law. It is what it is. You can't beat it. You know
My
what I'm saying?
problem is why is it legal in a whole bunch of other places, and just because it's not legal in your state, it somehow affects you differently. Like even when they had the weed card out here, like they still would be like pressing you if you didn't have the weed card, and it's like, what's the difference about smoking weed without a card or not? The difference is y'all money. You get money from me having to pay for this weed card, so you mad I don't have a weed card, you gonna hand me up. And that's what they used to do to people before they had the recreational weed out here now.
Yeah, you when I'm staying out here in Jersey, I don't have to worry about shit, man. I can have 6 ounces on me and shit. They can't even use the smell of weed as probable cause. The smell of weed, bro.
Yeah, I know they can't do
Not
that out here.
regulated cannabis, not any kind of term, just weed in general. Because there is two terms in New Jersey. Regulated cannabis is legal all the way around, and marijuana is the other term. I can have 6 ounces of marijuana, which means it's not regulated cannabis. Whatever bullshit.
Yeah, you
But
can just have it. Period. That's all you need to know,
Pennsylvania,
right?
it's decriminalized, so they'll just give you a ticket for it and steal your shit. You know what I'm saying? Say, oh, pay the $100 or whatever.
Well, they don't even
Which
take
is
your shit. They
bullshit.
take your shit and leave you alone.
Yeah,
That's what I like
they're
about out
not gonna
here.
steal your
Now,
car, fucking ruin your whole fucking life, and
yeah, they
fuck
can't. Like I said, anybody that ever had those charges now can get them dropped and get their record expunged from it.
yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody would give a fuck if your shit's old enough. I don't think anybody would really care.
Yeah, so and I enjoy it. I just came from the dispensary before I got on here. That's what I was telling Jay over there. Like, I gotta go to the dispensary. What time you getting on the live? 'Cause I got to go to the dispensary tonight.
Shit, man.
The game is on, nigga. I gotta.
Hey,
Look for the
Wolfie.
dosey dos, man. I'm coming up on the dosey dos. I'm on the Ruthless OG right now, but dosey dos is next, and I
Dosey
already
dope.
yeah, I already did like a little bit of it for at first because I had it. I came back, came to a group of friends. I was like, try this shit. And then we all started, and everybody got all fucked up, right? Everybody's all high as hell. And I was like, damn, this shit is for real. I was high as shit too. And I'll tell you what, I'm 38 years old, and the dosey dos is probably the first really impressionable strain of weed that I've ever come across. And yeah, I'll tell you, that shit blew my fucking mind. Yeah, that dosey dos shit. Like, I was like, this is good. Can't wait to get into it. But I had, other shit in front of
Hey,
it.
hey, Wolfie, I wanted to
Had
ask
your
you,
ass going dosey do, huh?
how did your podcast go?
The podcast,
Yeah.
yo, it went good, bro. So we did 2 hours, and I guess we probably got about an hour and 25, hour and 30 minutes were out of it, right? And because we went out and had a smoke break a couple times, you can't smoke in the studio and shit. So um, he got the footage. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking edit it. It's just still frame footage of both of us sitting at the studio with soundproofing all around. It's got a little thing that says good vibes and shit. It's a neon that hangs behind us and shit. So it's a cool little fucking studio. Good mics, pick up shit, everything good. Um, uh,
Y'all ran a program? Y'all did a program already?
yeah. We did it. So I'm gonna take the footage of both of us, and then at certain points where I might feel like there should be emphasis, I'll zoom in to me and my buddy Nick, and then at other points we'll just show both of us. Other points we'll show muted um, footage of whatever topic we're talking about, like whether it's paparazzi video footage of whatever celebrity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then come back and zoom in and out, and then I'm gonna have fun. It's different. It's gonna be a different editing experience for me.
Where can we watch it on?
gonna be called Zero Level Talk.
On
On
YouTube,
YouTube?
right?
Mm-hmm. It's not out yet, yo. We have to set it up.
All right, let me know, bro. Hey, listen, I don't mean to cut y'all off, but I'm
That's
about to
good,
go.
bro. That's
I
good. We good.
appreciate y'all coming up.
I appreciate you having me. It was good to talk to you, Wolfie. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, definitely, yo. Great talking to you.
All right, thank you. Stay high, y'all.
Hey, Wolfie, real quick, I gotta tell you, have a good night, Stop Injustice.
You too, man.
All
Thanks.
right.
All right.
Wolfie, I gotta tell you real quick, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna be able to make that date from the
What?
22nd to the 28th.
That day ain't gonna be the one anyway. It changed. It got pushed back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that on another thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
All right, yeah, just
fucking,
text me or something, bro. Let me know.
yeah.
All right, man. You have a good night. I'm tired. I'm about to
All
get
right,
out.
brother.
All right, have a good night. Thanks for coming up too.
All right, see you, bro.
All right, bro. Yo, I want to shout out everybody that's been in the chat. Appreciate y'all. You have rights. Cops have duties. Cop Block Hot Springs just came in here. Appreciate you, bro. A lot of people was in here tonight, and I can only scroll up to a certain amount. Mm. Focus Within, Moon Donkey, I.E. Dixon, Renetta Williams, the Queen, shouting all of y'all out. Chantel, Antoine, Gujas. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Who else we had in here? We had a whole lot of people. LG, Baron Von Taco Cat, Dreamland Moore, Level Wise to See. Shout outs to Level Wise to See. Perfect Sense when needed. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Stay tuned. James Olivier. Appreciate you. Y'all stay tuned, man. I always got something interesting coming up. Y'all have a good night. Big Huncho, Frank left, man. He dropped out. I want to say good night to Frank, too. Yeah, shout out to you. You have rights. We could disagree. We could disagree every live stream, but you still cool. Y'all wake up more. All right.